Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Straight off that win, fresh off that win. Here we go again. Yo, I can't lie, man. The Brooklyn Nets is an exciting team to watch. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't fit it in the title, but I want to get to, you know what? I'm gonna play this. We're gonna be right back after this song. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. We out here, man. Get it.
Brooklyn, Brooklyn, we rally. Back in the day, J Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a jam sport. D-Lo with the dribble drive handoff, pick and roll, full contact. This is a man sport. County of Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound right. Brooklyn Bridges, Z-Dub defending. The Brooklyn Block Party, Claxton double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we rally. Okay, we rally. Okay, we rally. Okay, we rally. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My chair is all net, me and David just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a rep, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Yo, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing, that it's your identity. All right, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work.
Yo, Nets fans is the best fans. I see y'all in the chat. Shout to Terrell Davis. Shout to Asia Roberson. Shout to Jamal, a franchise. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Player One. Shout to Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. I'm here with my guy. This is JTV. You know what I'm saying? We fresh off that Stir the Pot podcast last night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all
wow.
seen it, but yeah, Jay, tonight's game was entertaining. I will say, you know what I mean?
Entertaining my ass. That shit fucking had me tight. I'm ready to kick the TV over, man. Bro, I don't know how they gave that lead up. I was not entertained. Am I not entertained? Nah.
Yeah, I couldn't fit it in. I couldn't fit it in the title, but I think that Noah Clowney is the X factor, man. When he play well, it's like we play well. But if he don't play well,
Well,
it's too much for MPJ to carry the team on his back. You know what I'm saying?
if you let him shoot 9, 10 3-pointers a game, yeah. If he play well, we play well. And he did attack the paint a little bit tonight. I saw a couple and ones, but it seemed like Jordy is okay with living and dying by how many threes Noah Clowney shoot.
He took 7. He was 4 for 7 from the field. That's good.
Like, how many is he averaging a game? Because I remember one game he went 0 for 9. And you know I fuck with Clowney. That's my guy. But it's just like I don't think he should just be shooting mostly threes like that.
Yeah, no, I think that's intentional. They put him on the elbow for him to space the floor. They kind of give MPJ room to take down the top of the middle top 3-pointer or get to the rim.
But
Excuse me.
when you first seen him a couple years ago, or when he was in the G League, did you think like the moves that I've seen from him in the G League that didn't say, "Oh yeah, make him a 3-point specialist" to me, or that's what you saw for his future?
No, I think that's the Brooklyn Nets intentions. They intentionally trying to make a stretch four. They want a Kevin Durant prototype. They don't figure, and it's because how they you could space the floor. If you put somebody at the elbow 3-pointer, if you got a big man that can knock down the 3-point shot, to your point, they could be two basketball actions. They can either get to the rim or they can knock down that three. But knocking down that three at the elbow, it really spaces the floor the way the Nets want to play the game. If they want to drive and kick, and you could do that if you guys know what Clowney knocking down the three. If he's missing that, it messes. It's like putting a monkey wrench in the engine. You know what I'm saying? It fucks up the way Jordy Fernandez wants to play the game. They want to play him at that three. We're gonna look at the play by
Oh,
play, Jay.
oh
We're
yeah,
gonna see how many times he took the elbow 3-point shot, bro.
yeah, but
He
it's game after game after game, and the only reason why I keep bringing up 9 3-pointers because one of the games he went 0 for 9.
Yeah,
And
that
they
was
was
like
cool
two
with it.
games ago.
Like they
Yeah,
cool with it because they know they want him to shoot that shot. So if you open, it's a good one. Go ahead. But I just don't. I didn't see that for him. I didn't think that's where we was going with it. But it is what it is. I don't make the decisions. And then Range Road told about shout out to Drake Powell microphone head with the steal. He had me so tight because he the one who gave up the ball to lose the lead. So he had to get that steal. I'm glad he
hmm
got it, but he
hmm
had to make up for that shit.
he cleaned up for his mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I thought it was a great. It was. I thought it was
We're
a defensive
brothers,
winning
we're
play. You know what
happy,
I'm
and
saying?
we're singing, and we're colored. Head ass nigga.
Yeah, I thought that was he had to do that too. I was expecting for more of an offensive output from him. Him having a career high 16 points last game. He had 1 for 7 from to last game with 3 points. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that defensive play made Jordy like, all right, see, this is winning basketball without him scoring the ball. I'll give that to Drake Powell. He plays winning basketball without scoring the ball. But that being said, I know we want to rush to say that he's a two-way player. I'm just saying, oh no, I see him more of a defensive player than an offensive player. I'm not willing to say that he's a two-way player yet. But can he easily develop into a two-way player? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Excuse me.
Yeah, that was like I said, you right, Range Rover. It was a great defensive play at the end of the game, but I feel like it was a bonehead ass play for him to lose the ball in the air. MPJ making bonehead plays. Like it's only it's like a minute left in the game. You throwing wild cross court passes instead of running down the clock. You the veteran. You supposed to keep the ball in your hands for a second, bringing the ball up. You throwing wild cross court passes. Fucking Nolan Trayor threw the fucking ball away too. Like it was
Yeah.
time after time after time. Like yo,
Yeah, I
why
thought
y'all falling apart? We was up by like a dub.
I thought that Nolan Troy already could have been on a bench, and Cam Thomas could have got those minutes at the end of the game. But I'm gonna
Damn
go to
right.
I'm gonna go to Notorious real quick. He on the panel with us. He a member of the show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Notorious. I seen him in the chat. He in the chat. He said they developing him to stretch forward. Well, you talking about Noah Clowney, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. They developing him. They want him to be a stretch forward, bro. But I mean, Clowney does shoot the three, and that's what they want him to be. But I mean, I still see him putting the ball on the floor and being aggressive, getting to the rim and forcing the issue. So, I mean, he's doing that more this year than he's done it in any other year. I just think he's grown in all aspects of his game. Listen, he may not be a star, but I think for the least he's going to be as a solid NBA player, man, for sure. I like I'm loving his progression.
Mhm.
He's going to have ups and downs with his shooting and with his games because that's what development calls for. He's not going to be good every game. So we got to go through it to get to it, man. So
Yeah,
it
but you
is what
But
it
see,
I'm
is.
not even talking about him being good or not every game. You said that you see him going to the rim more than you ever seen him this season. How many times the rim do you think he goes to the rim opposed to how many times he shoots 3-pointers a game?
Oh, he definitely shoots more threes, but I'm not
Because I
denying
see him
Not
that.
tonight
shooting.
That's
specifically.
I
just
see him shoot 7 to 9 3-pointers a game,
but
and he go
that's
to the
just
rim maybe
but
2
that's
or
not
3 times a game.
that's not just Noah Clowney. That's the Brooklyn Nets in general. They
No, but
shoot a
I'm
lot of
right now.
threes.
I'm talking about him. I'm talking about his
Right, but I'm
specific
telling
game.
you the philosophy of the basketball team. They shoot a lot of threes.
Well, we know
Facts.
that. We know that.
Right. So Clowney is on the basketball team, is he not?
Yeah, but bro, he's one of the biggest people on the team, and he has the skill set to go to the rim. Not everybody on the team is big and has the skill set to go to the rim.
That is true. But the philosophy of the team is they shoot a lot of threes. They've been doing this shit for a long
Daron
Yeah.
time.
ain't
That's what
shooting
they
all
do.
them threes. Fucking, he's getting to the rim sometimes, like most of the time.
Yeah,
Like,
but
and I
that's
feel
not
like
his
it could be
skill
a better
set.
balance for Clowney. Instead of 9 threes and 2 drives to the rim, it could be closer.
I mean, Jay,
Yeah,
you're
but
right. But this
that's not the
particular,
philosophy of the team, though. I mean,
yeah.
like we
Well,
said, they
it's bad
developing him.
philosophy.
They
Hold up.
developing him to be a stretch four,
Yeah.
and the Nets want to put up a lot of threes. They shoot a lot of threes in general, holistically as a team.
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. I just wanted to
And
shout out Big
last
Homie.
game, it was horrible. Like, it's a bad philosophy, is what I'm saying.
Hold on. I
Yeah,
just
I
wanted
hear
but
what
to
you're saying, the actuality of it, yeah, but I'm calling it bad.
we just
no,
don't have the scoring punch like that, bro. That's why they shoot a lot of threes. They try to get up and down the court,
But if you don't
pace.
got the scoring punch, get closer to the rim.
hold on. Yeah, let me shout out Big Homie Stay Solid. He just became a member of the page. Shout the Big Homie Stay Solid. He be in the chat. I've seen him before many times. Yeah, he always in the chat saying tap the like button. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate him. You know what I mean? Becoming a member because he was always solid in the chat. Shout the Big Homie Stay Solid. You know what I'm saying? He said salute
Staying
to
solid.
you too, bro. Appreciate you.
Big homie
Word.
staying solid. That's why he became a member, man.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
already
Nah,
said
that's
he's solid, know what I mean?
right. Sure. Salute for real. But to add to the conversation with Notorious and Jay, this is his shot selection. Noah Clowney, that is tonight specifically. He got to he took 7 3-pointers and he had 10 shots inside of the 3-point line. You feel what I'm saying? So he was actually took more shots at inside the 3-point line than behind the 3-point line. So he
Yeah, he had
did
a great game tonight.
right. That being
I thought he shot more threes though.
But
no,
this is tonight.
this game specifically. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
one game.
Right. This is one game right here. So I'm just saying that to say two things could be true. Yes, they want him to be a stretch four, and kind of me and Notorious saying, and to Jay's point, he would play better if he got to the rim more. And you see that tonight, and I think that's what happens. I think he is going to be a player that next step for him is to be able to try to score through physicality, because there's no physicality at the 3-point line. But if you 6'10", we want to see you play some type of physicality. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
No,
Lee.
I don't agree with that, bro. Like
I
I
want to
said,
see him dunking on some niggas.
he's not doing it as much, but I'm seeing Clowney going to the rim and forcing the issue more than he's done any year he's been with the Brooklyn Nets. That's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
fact.
yeah. No, that's intentional, but that part of it is a player
I don't see
development.
that.
Remember, they remember they got Jawan Howard on the bench, man. Jawan Howard, you know what I'm saying? He definitely is taking Noah Clowney game to the next level. You know what I mean? That
Clax
being
too.
said,
Clax
that
too.
yeah, Clax too. Clax had career rebounds tonight. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah,
want
but
to.
Noah Clowney clearly had the best game. He had like a double, the only double on the team tonight.
Where who you said no Connie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clax
Okay.
had like 7 points. I mean, Clax had what, like 11 rebounds, 7 points, some shit like that. He didn't crack double digits in points. Noah Clowney had like 24 points tonight.
Right. And I like the guards for finding him too. I like the intentional looking for Clowney once they see he was knocking it down, because that third quarter, he had a real good third quarter. But to your point, Joey, yes, you're right. He was the only one with a double. Claxton had 14 rebounds. That's a career high for him, I believe. Noah Clowney, that double was 23 and 11. MPJ 26 and 7. He's solid. Since you
I
know what I
mean, but
mean,
look, but
you
look.
talk
I'm
about
just
what
saying,
side.
we
He's
want to sit
solid,
up
man.
here and get on Clowney. I mean, all these guys are young. All of them are developing. All
Nobody
of
is
them.
getting on
All of,
Clowney. I'm
can I
getting on
finish my?
Jordy.
Can I finish my? Can I
But
land my
who's getting
plane,
on
bro?
Clowney?
Can I land my plane?
All right, I'm just saying how you started off with
All of
get
them,
on
all of
Clowney.
them are developing. All of them are young. Look at Drake Powell and Yegor Demin tonight. They didn't play well at all.
Mm-hmm.
They sucked. But the game before this, they played well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, on the offensive side of the ball for the most part. But I get what you're saying. I don't want to be long winded.
Can,
Leaf,
I- can,
he's
I, can I
super,
say
super.
what I was about to say? I
Yeah,
wasn't
go
no. Well, I'm not getting on Clowney. I'm getting on Jordy for how he's using Noah Clowney's skill set. So it has nothing to do with Clowney being a bad player or Clowney not being my guy. It got to do with I don't like the way Jordy is using his skill set this year.
okay. All right, that's fair. Shout the Leaf. He just joined the panel. Y'all see him, you know what I'm saying? Put his handle up here. Y'all can follow him at youtube.com/at Leaf4788. Subscribe to him there. Leaf, talk to us. What you thought about tonight's game?
Um, I thought tonight's game, we did a good job, getting out of the league. We had a double digit league. We almost fumbled the pack, all the way at the fourth quarter, but PJ closed out the game. Drake Powell closed out the game with his defense. As far as him being the starting two on this team, man, I never actually doubted it because the competition at that spot in terms of who was going to be in the way going forward in the season wasn't realistic to me. Um, Terrence Mann and whatchamacallit being thrown in trade conversations left and right, but that's another story. But as
We
far as the
gonna get
game
to
go, I thought a lot of the youngest played pretty okay. Yegor, I ain't gonna lie, he was getting cooked a bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of them guards over there on Chicago, they wasn't bullshitting around with him. You know what I'm saying? They was kind of cooking him a
yeah.
little bit
Kobe White is tough.
defensively. Kobe White was getting at him, bro. Like almost every time he had a switch, man, that shit was a steak and crab dinner, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Noah
Hold on,
Clowney,
Leaf. I wanted because you always talking about Danny Wolf. How you feel about devil advocate comment? He said Jordy isn't using Wolf that way he played in college either. How you feel about what he said?
he not. It goes back to something that Jay said about Noah Clowney. He ain't being used the correct way neither. I mean, a lot of what's going on with a lot of our young players, Jordy is basically keep getting the homework. He keep fucking up the homework when it comes to the young players, bro. Like I mean, a lot of them is getting put in bad spots early, particularly Clowney and definitely Danny Wolf. I don't never want to see Danny Wolf at the three ever again, bro.
Yo,
That shit is getting on my
can I
nerves.
ask y'all a question?
Yeah, what's
Is the
up?
coach supposed to try to develop the players and make them uncomfortable and try to progress them into what we want to be, what we want them to be, or are we supposed to keep doing the same shit from college? I'm confused
No.
because I thought this was a development year.
I'm gonna answer that question by saying what, like, in terms of positioning, he's supposed to put them in the right spots with the right lineups to have them much more comfortable with other shit and let them get accustomed to other shit that they don't do well slowly, because you don't want to expose them right away. If you expose them right away, then you basically showing their weaknesses before you show their strengths, bro. Like these dudes are gonna be on the team guaranteed the next 3 years. Clowney, he got a contract coming up because he was in the Wemby draft. So what you want to do is you want to highlight their skill sets right away. That's what you want to do. It's particularly with Noah Clowney and particularly with Danny Wolf. You want to highlight their skill sets early. That's what you want to do. But need I get away from the conversation of the game? Noah Clowney, it took him 3 years to get a 2010 game. Great fucking job. It only took you 3 years to do it, man. Get a 30-15 game next time, nigga. Um, I think he's having a green light to take a lot of shots. Anytime you shoot 4 for 17 the other night like he did, that's Jordy being like, yo, shoot the ball, yo, you got it. We gonna keep going to you. Yo, shoot the ball. You got an advantage. I think Noah Clowney is starting to slowly figure out his advantages on the court. It slows the fucking turtle, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, I mean, we're gonna have to do a better job on pacifying these young players and babying them because they moving real slow for me. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I do gotta say Nolan Trayor is up to 20 assists in his last 4 games. I think last 3 or 4 games I want to say. No, so Nolan Trayor, his NBA ability is showing right away. He
Yeah,
can't shoot worth a shit, but
he'll
he
get
can
better.
definitely knife to the basket. I don't know about that. He'll definitely get to the basket and he'll
Shooting is
definitely
one of the
show his
things I
speed.
think you could improve easiest as long as you
Yeah,
keep putting shots up.
yeah, it's a lot of repetition in that,
Yeah.
but the
I
passing is
think it's repetition, but I think in terms of his role, I think he's going to be responsible for speeding the offense up in the future. You know what I'm
no,
saying? So
no,
I think his shooting.
but this is we agree on more things and not, but it's just the shooting thing that I'm trying to get you to lean towards because
Mhm.
I really do feel like it's repetition, and you know what I mean. It is fair to say that the system they got from the Long Island Nets to the Brooklyn Nets, they do focus on player development, and if they see if they see his numbers and his percentages are low, and that's something that he need to work on, I think it's not a far cry to say the Nets to send him to the G League to work on that said jumper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think because like we were saying that it is a player development year. And I think they do like what they see in the Nolan Traore getting to the rim, finding guys. I hate the color commentators talking about Nolan Traore. They was like, yo, that's a skill. He's going left, but then he made a cross court pass to the corner, the right corner. He's like, yo, that's
Mhm.
skill. Like, and they just acknowledging that the rookie, you know what I'm saying, is doing some great things out there as a point guard. So, yeah, I do think that he'll develop the jumper, but I think they wanted to see him get to the rim, drive and kick, and see how he could facilitate more than seeing his jumper because they got a lot of that out of Diego. But I'm listening. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah. And I agree with you 100%. I mean, I think it can be, but I think the way that he's going to continue to be used is more for to speed the offense up because let's face it, he the fastest player up out there, like 9 times out of 10. I mean, unless you got goddamn De'Aaron Fox, who we only play the Spurs twice a year, bro. Like he's arguably the fastest player in basketball today. Um, so his advantage of speed and getting downhill is going to be used a lot more than spot up shooting, bro. Because once we start spacing the floor a whole lot more than what we initially do in terms of like going from 4 shooters to 5 shooters and 5 floor spaces, he's going to have more opportunities to knife in the paint and draw the defense and then find open man because he is a pretty good passer. I got to give him credit for that, bro. Like for sure. Getting to that floater and getting into the lane and getting to the teeth of the defense. He's good at doing that already at 19. You know what I'm saying? So like that's an ability that you can't really teach, man. That's either you got it or you don't.
Right.
Um,
So I
what
hold
else
on.
I
I
want?
just
What else I want to say? But before I pass the ball, what else I want to say? But I gotta give Breezy. I gotta give you credit for something that you did a couple of weeks ago, bro. You basically set somewhat of a bar, and that bar honestly, God, bro, like, and I said how right here, honestly, God, that bar had it not been for Paolo Banchero, that bar would have been set by Diego that night because he damn near scored 18 points from the fourth quarter in the overtime. So that bar that she was looking for, that bar was set. So another bar needed to be set. And I'm speaking to the tanking section of fan base because I know y'all gonna be here in a second, whoever like, and I know y'all gonna hear this. Um, the Caleb Wilsons, to the Campbellses, to the Darren Petersons, to the AJ DeMonses. I'm gonna let all y'all niggas know right now, and I'm gonna let every Nets fan that believe in y'all niggas know right in this second. And I'm hoping that you clip this. If there's a nigga on this team post that's off of 3 back injuries that's giving you 26 and 8. Y'all can't do that in y'all first 3 years, bro, without an injury, bro. I don't want to hear nothing else about these poor niggas, bro. Don't. That's my word, bro. Like I'm saying that for the first, and this is my only time saying it, bro. Like they ain't got no real ailments, no real injuries, no real serious ailments to worry about. MPJ, fresh off of 3 back surgeries, in his first year being the number one option, is giving niggas 26 and 8.
yeah. Not only
And
that.
unless any of them four, oh, hold on, I'm gonna finish this by saying this. Unless any of these four all time great in this draft players do that, like I just named, they got 3 years to pull that shit off. Other than that, bro, I don't want to hear about these niggas no more.
Bro,
Don't.
we gonna
Back.
continue to talk about them because we don't know until they actually get to the league and A until after June. I'm only saying that to say they are looking like number one options on their team. They taking the most shots. Cam Boozer look like he take the most shots. Khalid Wilson look like he take the most shots. Darren Peterson look like he take the most shots, and AJ DeBonsha on their respective teams look like they take the most shots. So my thing is, certain things are true. You know what I'm saying? Dylan said that Cooper Flag will average around 18 and 6 when he gets to the league. Shout out to him. He was right about that. He was right about Concanepo. Some of these guys, they do have the potential to excel, but we won't know. I didn't know Concanepo was going to be that good. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the rookie ladder and you see, who's 1 through 10, some of those players are surprising. I mean, I didn't think Cedric Cowell would be up there. So I'm saying that to say it depends how many minutes they get. It depends on their situation. But that if we could get one of those players, with the way the record is, the standard is funny because we never just drop like Washington Wizards team where they just, straight OG tankers. You know what I'm saying? At least we got some kind of class about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to put this out there, bro. When the time go back into the beginning of the season where we started 0-9, Indiana and Washington were literally trying to lose. Trying
No,
to
we
lose.
were
These
good
niggas were
too,
these
bro.
we were 0-9 with our starters, with Cam Thomas and MPJ in the line. That's where we started. These
I
niggas was
think
sitting niggas down. Like, I want to let that be known, bro. These niggas were sitting niggas down. Washington, Pelicans, all of these teams were sitting niggas down while we were 0-9 with our starters, bro. So
but
I don't know if the NBA is this is up to the NBA, and I don't like putting shit in the NBA hands, bro. I don't know about y'all niggas, bro.
listen,
I don't
listen.
trust nothing that they do, bro.
All I'm saying is, shout to Big Priest in the chat. All I'm saying is, bro, I'm not even tripping with the odds the way they look now. And I'm not going to pretend that the Pelicans, the Pelicans is part of the NBA, but Joe Dumars got there. We already know. Leaf pointed that out in the offseason. The Pacers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they is somebody who the NBA has blessed as well. You think about their lottery picks as a recent, you know what I mean? Even if it was through a trade, they trying to assemble that team to be a good team, and they did. They went to the finals respectfully. The Wizards, they got a lot of draft capital, you know what I'm saying? But you don't. Why would you want to waste away your number 1 or 2 pick? I'm not saying Alex Sarr is wasting away, but when you think about number 1 picks, does he reach expectations? You know what I'm
He was a
saying?
number 2 pick.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
was
my
the number
fault,
two.
number
Well,
2
he
pick.
was supposed to be number 1, bro. Like, but I get what you're saying. But with Trey Young, he probably most likely will, bro, because Trey Young will be throwing that nigga lives all day and day long. So
I
Yeah,
don't
but
think nothing's wrong with Alex
that'll
Sarr.
be
I
a
think
year 3, right?
Alex Sarr is progressing well. I mean, that was a weak draft. I mean, it's not like he's like. I mean, he's on schedule. He's not ahead of schedule, but he's doing well. He's progressing well. So
he is regressing well. Like, he
That's
ain't
fair.
regressing well as Stephon Castle, but he regressing well. I'll give him
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, Stephon Castle is the rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? He was exceptional. But
Stephon Castle
that
is head and shoulders the best player in that draft right now.
yeah. I think that the Brooklyn Nets will ever be so lucky to get a number 4 pick in like a Stephon Castle. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? When I look at these odds and look at the way things are going, if we in situations like I said, man, win all the home games, lose all the road games, man. That's how you make everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, or at least win most of the home games. You know what I mean? Because at the
Said
end of the
win all
day,
the home
you
games,
you
lose
want you
all
want the
the road
fans to come
games.
out. You want the fans to support. If you always lose at home, why would the fans want to waste their day? Just find other things to do. Like, I could do some other shit.
This
Y'all
would have
want
been a horrible one to lose at home.
right? But if you
Up
actually,
20.
but we
I
ain't
thought
do
they
it.
was going to lose it though in classic Nets fashion in the last couple of minutes, but
That shit
that's
was
how it is.
nasty.
I
Nah.
ain't gonna lie. I thought they was gonna smoke the pack, bro. Like, I ain't gonna
But
lie to
see,
you. I
but
thought
hold
I
on,
thought we
but
was gonna blow the bag, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. I want to talk about Jordy Fernandez because they were saying Diego was clutch and Mr. Clutch, and I think Jordy Fernandez said, "You're not having a good shooting game tonight. I'm not gonna really put you out there. I'm gonna put Nolan Traore out there." And I don't think Nolan Traore was out there for the most part to take shots. I think he was just there for like the assist turnover ratio. Like, just don't turn over the ball. Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, they don't rip you clean. You know what I mean? And I think that's why Jordy Fernandez went with Nolan Traore tonight as the point guard. But yeah, I enjoyed tonight's game. I know y'all was on edge about the win and the loss, but I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like the game is for with runs, and of course I don't want to see us lose. I mean, for what it's worth, I ain't got
This would
nowhere
have been good for the tank, though. I ain't gonna
right.
hold you.
Unless, because I understand. I don't want y'all to think that I don't understand. Pain. The very first game I went to with the Brooklyn Nets, it was me and JP, I think Nine and Key. They lost like that. You know, it was an inbound pass, and the I think Lowry stole the ball and scored the ball. And bruh, I was
Play Toronto.
flabbergasted. Yeah, this was a long time ago. This is like
You
when
went to an inaugural game, bro? Because I went there. I was there that night.
I don't know. No, I don't think it was an inaugural game. No, but you know, we in the same division, so we played them 4 times. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, we played them a couple more times. But what I will say, bro, like even though
We
Diego
won.
did get subbed out, we not gonna sit here and act like Diego didn't shoot himself out of the fourth quarter situation in Orlando. So like, I mean, he's done well in the fourth quarter down the stretch of games before. So he had 3 bad quarters. So I mean, he done all right at finishing games. I mean, I would have liked to seen him out there. Just to get the rookies more adjusted as much as possible. I mean, but Nolan Traore didn't play bad. You're absolutely right. So,
But
I
yeah, but
mean,
I just
I'm going with
before
that.
about to throw the link in the chat. I see Big Priest, I see DJ, but I just want to say this before I do, just to get to the title. The Nets big three, MPJ, Claxton, Clowney. Yeah, bro. The way it's again the MPJ is the cog in the wheel. You know what I'm saying? You need him to do what he does for Claxton County to do what they do. He's vital to everything that we do, and we don't necessarily have to run the offense through him and how you say him shooting the ball all the time, but definitely touching the ball every play. You know what I mean? Because he makes the defense react for sure. So yeah, I got the Nets big three. I think that's the big three, and it's not necessarily like KD, Kyrie, Harden big three. More to say, literally the big three. You know, you got 6'10" MPJ at the small forward, and I think that's the major difference. I'm saying I didn't get a chance to put it in the title. The X factor is Noah Clowney, but think about it. And when Noah Clowney play well, we win. You feel what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact. That's a fact.
Word, bro.
When he
He
shoot well,
Well,
when he
yeah,
shoot
I
well,
mean,
we win.
when he shoot well, we do win. Whenever the hell that is, bro. Like, I mean, you're absolutely right.
as a
The
fan,
once
we
in a
will
blue
want
moon
more
and that shit
Well,
consistency
happens,
from
I,
him.
bro.
I
Like,
don't I don't want to say we win, but we have a good chance of winning when MPJ plays well
when
and Clowney plays
MPJ and
well.
Right,
Clowney should they shoot well, but with
right.
Clowney,
Hold
bro,
on.
like
Right, but this is what I'm
that
saying.
shit that shit is like trying to roll one dice out of seven.
Right. And see, this is what I'm saying. Before I open up the panel, I want to have this conversation real quick. Like, it's clear to me that two things. While Noah Clowney is on this rookie scale contract, the Brooklyn Nets could be smart and maneuver. They could put Noah Clowney on the bench if they was to draft a Cam Boozer, or they can continue to start him. Now, the difference is that the advantage of Clowney gaining that weight is huge because he went to the. I think he really want to go to the next level, and I'm saying that to say that if you could get Clowney to come off of the bench if we draft in the top 4, we won't be ready to compete next season. And I'm saying all of this to say, and I want Nets fans abroad to have this conversation. A true number 2 is what we really need. You don't need somebody to be a number 1 option over MPJ. He's doing great at that. I don't even want to take it from him out of respect for what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So we need a 2 option for him. We looking at Clowney. Nobody likes a consistent. No Nets fans could agree that we have a consistent number 2 option. Whether it's me pushing Cam Thomas or just looking at Noah Clowney and what he's doing, the consistency of the second option on the team is not there. So that being said, that's what I'm saying. I want all Nets fans to have this conversation. Because I do think that top 4 in the draft is more important for a second option than anybody that can be a free agent and come to this team. So
yeah, but is it the end of the world if
No,
none of the
I
guys,
don't know
young
about
guys
all
we
that
got
shit.
pan out to be a second option though? It's not the end of the
no,
world, man.
no, but we need a second option.
We do, but
We need
we could
what
get
we
that.
need is them niggas to be consistent. That's
We
what the
could
fuck
get
we
that with other
need.
avenues, bro. Everybody's not going to be a second option in the NBA. That's
That's
slim
true.
pickings, bro.
Yeah, but
I
that's
mean,
what I'm saying. Like, to build the championship roster, we got a lot of the pieces, Notorious, but we only got MPJ as the one option, and you see them go from the 4th option to the 1st option, and you see all of these opportunities. Like Cam Thomas, that's my guy, but he shot bad. I can't come up here and defend and say he should be the second option if he's going to shoot at a low field goal percentage like that. You feel what I'm saying? He has to shoot better for me to say, yo, he should be the second option. But that being said, that's my point. There's no clear second option in any championship roster. They got first and second options. When you think
That's
back,
a fact, nigga. We didn't even know we had a first option until MPJ started going off this year. We rebuilding. We starting from the ground up. So
I mean,
true.
I
but
mean,
I mean,
this is what it is.
the question is, who the hell we rebuilding with, man? These niggas need to make their mind up.
Clowney, you got to rebuild with Clowney.
I don't know if I don't know if we rebuilding with MPJ because they talking about he on the blocks.
Bro, them trades is weak as hell.
I don't agree with them either because
I don't agree with
it's
them
like.
either, but ain't none of us the GM up here, so we gonna have to
No, but what
go
I'm
But
with
saying,
you know, Leaf, that the tankers would give MPJ away for pennies. You know what I'm saying? But I
nah,
ain't with
he's
that.
been here all-star,
Just to
bro. You can't
lose.
have a player coming. Yo, and then, know the thing is this. I think what's most important that people overlook about this trade rumors about MPJ is the relationship that Jordy Fernandez had with MPJ before he even got to the Brooklyn Nets. Like, they already
I
had a
said that in
relationship.
the previous stream, Breeze.
Yeah, he's not
no
willing to
nobody gives a
just
shit about
trade
that.
him, bro. He's not just giving him away, bro. They not doing that. But hold on, we're gonna go to John, Big Priest, and DJ.
Have you
John,
real quick? Let me ask you a question, Breeze, before you start
yeah,
passing it around.
yeah.
Have we heard anything about MPJ wanting to be traded?
No,
No,
No. He
no,
Okay,
said
not
he would
even
like
all
on
right.
Curious
extension.
Mike podcast. No, nothing.
no, nothing, not one
So,
thing.
but hold on, we're gonna go to John. John, talk to us. What you seen out there tonight, man? Talk to us.
Drake the Howell Powell, man. I tell you, I keep those receipts, my guy. For weeks and months on your show, I was saying Drake Powell,
What?
eventually, man, he will earn that starting 2 job, man. People like,
He
he's got
had
to
a
get more
bag bag, bro. He
confident.
just
You got
made
to
a
go
good
to
play.
G League. I heard all those things, but I said, give it time, give it time. And now tonight, the game-winning defensive save, Mr. Drake Powell, everybody, he has arrived. Hell, he arrived way before then. All he needed was the opportunity. In a recent interview, Jordy said, now I want you to be aggressive. You've done everything for me up to this point. Now be aggressive. And now he's showing you. Last game, he was scoring over Derek Queen and Zion Williamson. Now he has the game-winning defensive play. Drake Powell has all the intangibles to be a starter
John,
in
this
the NBA.
nasty, bro.
He's tall. He's got athleticism. And he defends well. This
Yo, John,
guy, I said it a
you
few
said
weeks
Drake Powell
ago.
had a good game tonight.
I said a few weeks ago that Drake Powell was a steal of draft for us because this is the athlete that we
I'm
drafted.
asking you,
And
did
I'm
he have a
glad.
good game tonight?
Drake Powell is ass.
Yes, he just had the game-winning save, and you're saying he's ass,
And he
bro.
had the
Stop.
he gave up the lead
Give
too.
the kid
He
his dues. Give the kid his dues,
he
man.
made the
Stop it.
turnover that
Stop
gave
it.
up the lead too.
Oh, yeah, he gave up the lead.
He
He
did
saved
both.
the game. For
He
you
did both.
non-tanker. He
But you
saved the game for you
can't
non-tanker.
act
Stop
like
it.
he didn't do both. He
Oh,
gave up the
man.
game, then saved it.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah. Drake
John,
Powell gave
on
up
some
the
real
game.
shit.
Okay,
I
I'm going to
like
go with
Drake
that logic.
Powell. I
Okay.
like Drake Powell, but let's be fair.
Boy, Cam
Like
gave up that game, bro.
2 days
Stop it.
could be right at the same time. Yes, he made the game saving play, but he
Yeah.
also did not have a good game overall, brother.
Hey, it don't matter if he has a shitty game. What matters is he had the game-winning play, and that means a lot. Just like with Yegor, he was horrible those 3 quarters against the Magic, and this dude was like Kobe Bryant, man, for like the 4 minutes at
What?
the end of
Oh,
the fourth
slow
quarter
down with
on
Kobe
Yo, the
Barkley,
now.
bro. Come
Glaze,
on.
you got
He
some
said,
heavy. That
Slow
is
down.
fucking
Slow
I'm
down.
kidding. I'm
divisive.
kidding about the Kobe one. He was like vintage
Slow
Clay
down.
Thompson. He was like
Put
vintage
the
Clay Thompson from 3, man, in the match game.
You
Okay,
got to slow down on
I'll
that
lower
too,
it down
bro.
a little bit. I'll lower it down a little bit there, right?
Jeez Louise,
Please.
like Kobe.
All right, man.
Kobe.
I was shot there a little bit, but he was like vintage Clay Thompson. I'll give him that. But
Ray Powell
listen,
didn't have
so,
no. He didn't have no real comp at the 2 spot. You do know that, right?
Hey
first of
yo,
all, the Terrence Mann
hey yo,
fiasco,
John said Kobe Bryant. Lord have mercy.
bro. I was
Mm.
joking, bro. Come on, stop it.
And he
I'm
said
just
Powell be
joking.
getting me steals like Shorty be getting me bounds.
Yo, that's
He got a
crazy.
me
Wow,
steal,
but the point is that even if these rookies have
a
bad
re
quarters,
steal.
they've had big moments. Jaeger had his big moment, like Leaf said at the Barclays against the Magic. Drake Powell just had his big moment tonight. Yeah, it wasn't a great offensive game for Drake Powell, but he had the biggest play of the night, which saved the game for the Nets. And at the end of the day, he's building a case to still be a starter. And right now, it's his job to keep or lose. So I just give it to Powell for putting all the hard work, fighting through the adversity. Now he's got the position. Now it's up to him to fight and keep it. Nolan Trior had a good night tonight, 8 points, 7 assists. Like Leaf said, he had over 20 assists last 4 games.
Yeah, I'm
Super impressive.
confused.
He's building his own playmaking identity in the court. And Danny Wolf, man, this guy from 3 is freaky. I don't know, the last 10 years, we've had a big that can knock down the 3-point shots. Danny Wolf can knock down. He knocks down under the legs 3-point shots. Then he knocks down less than 2 seconds on the shot clock, step back threes. Unbelievable, Danny Wolf can showcase, man, when he actually gets the ball in his hands a lot. So shout out to the rookies, man. To have 4 rookies playing right now, developing, it's a great sight to see. The MPJ thing, like right now, he is your number one option, but let's see what happens for February 5th. His name is in a lot of different talks. The Warriors, like if you want MPJ, you got to pay a price. They don't want to give up those post Curry picks. Now, if you want a guy who's playing a top 10 player, you got to be willing to give up one of those post Curry picks. If you guys want to make the remaining 2-3 years of Curry's career mean something, so the Warriors want to come talk to us. Come talk to us with an offer we can't refuse. Otherwise, you keep MPJ, rest him the rest of the way, get a top pick,
Yo,
and MPJ becomes a second or third guy for you eventually. So that could work too. But I just think for right now, seeing the rookies develop is the biggest win so far. And then seeing MPJ boost up his stats gives us a lot of optionality. But Noah Clowney tonight was like, where's this version of Noah Clowney, man, every night? If we had this Noah Clowney every game, undisputed, this guy could be the power forward of the future. But it's like you want to see this like every like 3 to 4 games, man. He does it like once every 4 to 5 games, 6 games, stuff like that. But tonight was like what he should do more interior, bully ball presence. Like when he relies too much on the 3, he regresses. But what you saw from Noah tonight, man, just being physical, physical, physical. That's the guy you want to see going forward,
John, that's
man.
because of the matchup that he had on him, bro. When he saw Zion the other night, it was none of that, bro. Like it
No,
was
right,
like,
right.
and I'm
He's still
confused, bro. Like,
inconsistent. He's
and
still
I'm
inconsistent.
and I'm
He's
confused, bro.
definitely not.
How a nigga that was dunking all over our damn center, bro. No, nobody want, but I'm quiet. So
No, listen,
What
I
you
think
talking
no,
about?
but for Noah Clowney, it's just about consistency right now. He's had some games where he looks like he's taking all the steps forward, then he has some games where he regresses. I think after this game tonight, keep it simple. If you have mismatches, man, just go to the interior, go to the free throw line. Like, don't just rely on missing 15 threes and only making 4 of them. That's the Noah Clowney of a year ago. Be this Noah Clowney tonight. If he could keep this bar that he set for himself tonight, I think Noah Clowney makes a strong case for a decent extension next summer. And I think the Nets are going to give him a fair extension. You know, they're going to give him nothing too crazy, but something where he feels like, okay, I earned this extension. I put in the work this year. Tonight, build off of that. But yeah, I feel like
do
we've
you
seen
well,
some
think
things.
he's gonna get another?
yo, I looked up.
Do you
So
I
think
looked up.
Noah Clowney is
Hold on,
gonna
wait.
get another 20-point game this season?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he can. Listen, at the end of the day, MPJ will be
I
rested
give it
towards a lot of the
the
second
next
half.
15
Wait,
games he'll have his next 20-point game.
listen,
But
we
look,
know
peep this
MP.
right quick. Peep this right quick. Because I looked up Noah Clowney's shooting stats. And to Joey's point, he might be like it's in the middle because in the first season, he had 4 attempts per game, one of them with a 3-pointer. This year, I mean last year, he had like 8 attempts per game, and about 6 of them was 3-pointers. And this year, he got at least 10 attempts per game, and about 7 of them is 3-pointers. But they need to even that out a little bit more because in the first year it was 3-1, and I I don't know, bro. He needs, like y'all saying, I feel like he needs to attack the rim more when he has the chance to. Now, I mean,
I
not
agree. It's
only
just
I
when
don't think his I
it's
don't
just
think his ball
consistency.
handling is that strong. Um,
It ain't.
you
I
might
think
want
he
him to
does get
touch
to the
the
rim. Like he
He
could
can
get to the
dribble.
rim.
Wait,
He just
his
got to
dribbling has
finish.
improved. His
yeah, but
dribbling
when
has
he has
improved
to
It's
consistently.
he
improving,
gets to
but
the
it ain't.
he gets to the he
Like
gets
I
to the
don't think
rim
he's as
and
bad
straight.
as CJ when CJ could only run straight. I don't think he
Right,
like
But
that.
right.
that's kind of what he can. That's kind of what he can do. He's a good
And
straight
MPJ
line
can only
driver.
run straight.
But
He
when he
still could
has
get
to,
there.
In
but
the
when
G
he
League,
has
I
to
saw
change
him put the ball
directions,
on the
or
floor, but that was in G League. But I seen him
but when he
doing
has
some
to
moves
change
already.
direction or make a move, like when I saw what I saw versus New Orleans in particular, he was getting ripped a lot when he tried to put the ball on the floor. I mean, I don't. That might not be his thing, or something that he has to continue to improve on. Because right now, when the pressure is put on him, like if they got a if they got a guy on him trying to take the ball from him, they can take the ball from him. But in the pick and roll
That's a fact.
situation or straight line drive situation where he has access on his strong hand, he he's good in that. But if you get him off that strong hand, you can take the ball from him like every time.
I mean, in that Pelicans game, that was pretty much everybody on our team because as soon as they switched Zion on the ball handler, bro, he was ripping niggas left and right. But
Yeah, but y'all niggas acting
But
realistically,
like
that's
he
the
not
person
being
you
doubled
was.
though. This is through double coverage. He's getting doubled. It's not like he's
and then
being
that,
ripped on
But
some one-on-one
sometimes,
shit.
you know
but
what you do when you
sometimes you
get
try.
doubled? You pass that shit, bro. That's
Who
what you
getting
do.
Yeah,
double?
MPJ.
Oh. I thought you were
I'm
talking about
not
You
talking about
pass
MPJ.
that shit.
MPJ.
That's what I
Oh,
wasn't
who
I'm
you
talking
not
talking
about
talking
about? My
about
MPJ.
bad.
Yo,
MPJ.
did y'all see that post that the Nets posted? All the shots MPJ made with like 3 people on him, 2 people on him. Like he made this.
I was
Yeah.
talking about Nick.
Yo, that was a
I was
crazy
talking about
image.
Noah
We
Clowney.
was talking about
Oh,
no
okay, I got
Clowney
you.
though.
My
That's what we was
bad,
talking
priest. My
about.
bad. My bad.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't see Clowney
I
getting
don't know
double.
who said something. I ain't know who said something
No
about
Clowney is not getting. Ain't nobody on this team
No,
getting doubled other
I
than
do hear
MPJ.
niggas a lot
And
talk
Cam
about like
Thomas.
MPJ can't really handle the ball and put the ball on the floor, all that type of
MPJ
stuff.
is a solid ball handler. He just tall.
And
Now MPJ could just
he
shoot
make
over
bad
niggas. He got
passes
that
when they
blicky.
double him.
That's the difference.
MPJ back is too bad to be putting the ball on the floor, bro. Like all he got is that shot, bro, and
Yeah,
that's
he can shoot
basically it.
over people because of his height and his
You know, one
size.
thing I would like to see him do more though, as far as MPJ is concerned, get the ball in that
Average
mid
30.
post on the elbow, get the ball in that mid post on the elbow, post up a little bit, and shoot the fadeaway up out of there. I
He's
think.
done a few. He's done a few fadeaways, Priest. I've seen in some games this year,
No,
which
what I'm
impressive.
talking
That's
about
like a
is
good
just
spot.
like more consistently. You know how
Mhm.
that was Kevin. I'm not comparing the two players, so don't.
Yeah.
But
I
that
know what
was
you about to
Kevin
say.
Durant's. That was Kevin Durant's evolution offensively.
So
Is when
so
he
so
did more
pre
than
But
catch
so
and
priest,
shoot. And
so
can I say
wait,
this
hold on,
though about
Priest.
Clowney
You
though?
want him to shoot turnaround fadeaways out of the post, bro? Bro, that's a back
Can I
I
injury
feel
say this
like
waiting to
about
he's a.
happen, bro.
Clowney? I get it. Clowney is not the greatest ball handler, bro. I get it, bro. But how many threes in the league or like saucing niggas up with the handle and doing and going to the rack? Not too many, bro. Through double
I
coverage.
don't think
It's
Clowney is. I don't think Clowney is a three. I don't think he's a three.
He
I
could be
mean
a four.
I
He
mean
just needs to
He's
keep being
definitely a
even
stronger.
four.
okay, not threes, my bad, fours. How many fours are doing that?
How many
His
fours are doing that?
Only well
I
Zion
mean,
and
shit, Zion and
it
Giannis.
depends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
it
I just
depends.
think we put an unrealistic like expectations on him. Like, you know
No,
what I mean?
because I don't feel that way about Danny Wolf. When Danny Wolf get that ball off the bounce, he
Yeah, but
gets saucy with it.
Danny Wilson fucking unicorn, bro.
He's a what he does with
Like
3-point shots, man. I've
he
never seen a
does
big man
shit.
team do something like
He
that.
does shit with the ball that niggas his size ain't supposed to be doing. You
That's a
know that.
fact.
That's what I'm, that's what I'm
That's a
saying.
fact.
That's the difference. Danny Wolf will put you in a trick bag. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Yo,
fact.
So,
Priest.
That's a fact.
but
And Danny Wolf got
Listen,
the guy
Joey,
that
I think
I want this the guy I want to see more consistency out of is Jaguar. I know he had a bad shooting night, but I like the way that versus how New Orleans, how he was touching the paint more, even though that shot was getting he was knocking that shot down. It was crazy.
Right.
But he was actually touching the paint. He was getting downhill and looking to
But not
score or
only that,
looking to.
he's bringing the ball across half court by himself now. Nobody talks about that. Before he couldn't do that at the beginning of the season.
I
He had
mean,
to
but
give
it's
the
not like
ball off.
You're referring to
it's not
Clowney,
like he
right?
getting
Yegor?
Yeah.
it's not like he
No,
gets
I'm
That's
talking about
I,
Yegor.
I feel you, but that's a low bar
talking
to
about
set.
Yegor.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
Yegor.
That is a low bar to set, bro, because he's
I
not getting
think when
pressured,
you
bro. He ain't getting pressured
watching
that much when we bring
it
the
this
ball
year
up.
too, watching Yegor as he develops and grows, I think once he gets a full off season, healthy off season, to where he can put more muscle on and things like that, I think a lot of the questions we have about him will be kind of answered, because the jump shot thing he already answered. But when he gets stronger and
and
be
his
able to take the
handle.
physicality,
Yeah.
yeah, all that comes together.
I
Because
think
if
it's
you
gonna
can
come
knock him
together
off his
too later
spot,
on. It's gonna come together.
if you can knock him off his spot when he's dribbling the ball, that don't mean he don't got handle. That
But
mean he's not strong enough.
that's why I was telling niggas not to give up on him so fast when it comes to the point guard shit. Because niggas talk about making him a 2. I'm like, listen, he's still
Yeah.
developing.
He
He's still
showed a bit of the point guard in the first quarter. Remember, we found Powell for a 3, and then he found Claxton for like a smooth, like interior throw. And Claxton's like, okay, thanks, I got it. Like he put it up in the air. Like he was working on that a little bit. Like, I noticed like at the beginning of first quarters last few games. Like Yegor makes a play there, play there. It's just like for 4 quarters, can he do that consistently? That's
it's
what.
But
just that the
hold on.
Nets. I
Listen,
think
listen.
Nets fans
Hold on,
don't see the
Notorious.
physicality.
Notorious. It was also more the fact that I seen him having trouble getting the ball up court, and it was to the fact that I wanted to showcase Nolan Traore. So those two things happen with him going to the 2 guard spot. Not necessarily that he cannot play the 1, but if you're going to showcase the rookies, if you're going to draft 5 rookies, at least you giving us 4 to watch. That's good. You letting
I'm
us see
just saying
Danny
though, why
Wilson. I
can't we
want
develop them both to be ones? Why got to be like, okay, yeah, well Trey York
You can
can get
have
up the
your
floor by
starting point
himself.
guard and your
So let's just
backup point
It,
guard.
it
no.
seems. It
Hold
seems.
on. Let me just say this. So why is it like, okay, well Trey York he can handle the pressure a little bit more. He's quick, so let's make him the 1. And Yegor can shoot, so let's make him the 2. No, that's not what development is about. You sitting there saying, okay, well these are his weaknesses now, so let's just shift him off somewhere else. That's not how development works, bro.
no. But that's one again. I'm playing into what his shot selection is. You know, it's not necessarily a weakness.
And
It's
a
a
lot of that early in the season
for
too,
instance,
Breeze.
like for instance, I seen
He had that turf toe injury too coming into the season, so he was
right,
shying away from physicality. So
right.
that's why a lot of that shot selection was coming from as well. Now that he's getting healthy or is healthy, you see him getting downhill more. You see him running more off the pick and roll, being aggressive, getting the lobs to Clax, all those kind of things. So I
Right.
think it's all. I think we can't be too quick to throw these guys under the bus, and
Impatient.
let's see
Nah,
what they
hold
get
on. What
into.
I'm saying is, I'm not throwing him under the bus. We're gonna go to DJ. I ain't hear him. We ain't hear from him yet. But my thing is, again, I'm looking at what he likes to do. Like there was a play where they had Drake Powell on an elbow to do what he was going to do, take the 3 or go to the basket. He went to the basket because that's his preference. And that said, same play, I see a Trey go taking that 3 ball. But what happens is that he needs space to either catch and shoot or at least dribble and sidestep and shoot. If you take those 2 things away, he's probably going to pass the ball before he
What
drive the ball. And I'm saying, Joey, I mean, Notorious, what I'm trying to say is ultimately he looked like he preferred a jumper than
right.
driving the lane.
Can I
And
say
if
let me
that's what
just
he
say this
want to do,
before
he's a
DJ
2
go.
guard. He's a shooting guard.
Let me
more
just
than
say
a
this
point
before
guard.
DJ go, bro. Okay, it's the same thing with Trey York. Trey York can't shoot that well. That don't mean you're gonna tell him to just stop shooting. Yegor can't
And
dribble that well. Hold on.
he be shooting a gagger
Yegor
threes
don't
too.
Yegor can't dribble that well right now. That don't mean you're gonna tell him to not try to bring the ball up the court and try to be aggressive. What I'm saying is they all got their pros and their cons, and just because they got those cons, you don't stop trying to develop them and try to make those cons better.
I was saying that about Drake Powell weeks ago, man. I agree with Joey, man. Like you guys want to send these people to G League to make
And you know
mistakes, but
part of the
look
reason
at
too.
now.
Bro, the
You know
G
part of
League
the
works for
reason
hold
too.
on. The G League works for
Nah,
every
Breeze,
player
you
on the
want to sit
roster.
down Yegor, you want to send
Bro,
what Powell to G
bro.
League? Like, come on, man.
Yo,
You were very
Like
down
we
on these
don't
guys,
want
hold
Yegor
bro.
to
on.
play point because we saying his dribble is weak. Okay, well tell Trayor to stop fucking shooting since he can't shoot.
Yeah,
If that's the
Listen,
case.
hold on. Let me say this in my defense. I was right about everything I said.
No, you weren't.
Yes, he was.
No, he gave up on Jaeger before Jaeger had a
He
chance to
didn't give up on
play.
Jaeger. You just sensitive because he
No,
criticized
Jay, you're
Jaeger.
upset that Drake Powell had a great defensive play
I'm not
tonight, Jay.
upset at
Stop.
anything. I'm just saying you like you're a sensationalist. Somebody say one
Oh,
thing
yeah,
bad
okay.
about
No,
the
I'm a
person.
realist, bro. I'm a realist. Stop.
Bro,
you're not
no, you're
being
not a realist. You are the furthest thing from a
Oh, yeah,
realist,
okay,
bro.
Jay. Okay, Jay. Sure,
bro, you
sure,
don't
sure.
even let me finish with my soliloquy, bro. You cutting me off like you in defense, bro. I'm telling you what it is. It's no reason why they got Ben Saram starting over Jaeger if the fasciitis on his foot wasn't true. I
Oh,
wasn't
boy.
like it's not. What's your defense to that? It's
You ain't a doctor, bro. You were trying to act like a
All
doctor.
I'm saying is,
before.
I'm not saying you're not right,
what's
Breezy,
your
but what I'm
defense
saying
to-
is we
what I'm
should.
saying is, without moving the goalpost,
You're right.
What's your debate to my point? The reason why they started Ben Saraf is because Trey Gore was dealing with the fasciitis on his foot.
All I'm saying
But
is, bro.
Breeze, for the record, they should have started Trey Orr.
All I'm saying
You're really
is,
giving Saraf
No,
credit
he's
now
saying
for
I
this?
didn't.
okay,
Bro, what I'm saying is you saying I didn't believe in him. I came clean about being upset at the draft because I wanted Fizz. I mean, but that was it. Once I realized he was on the team, I tried to see how it was going to work. I wasn't wrong on my take saying that
Oh. Real quick, Breeze.
Oh, let me finish. Let me
Let him
finish.
first.
And I wasn't wrong saying that they sat him because of the fasciitis and player. And even when you see him sit out, they'll say injury management. And it'll be because of his foot. It don't be his nothing else. So I'm saying that to say, bro, it's not that I didn't believe in him. The Nets, they're good at letting players recover from injuries, and they did that with Jaeger, and that's why Ben Saraf started over Jaeger. That's not me saying I
I'm
don't
just-
believe in him. I
I'm
don't
just
like
saying
I
this-
don't like when other content creators try to put a stain on my jacket.
But hold on,
No,
though,
this
Breeze.
is all I'm
Hold on,
saying.
Even if
Dory.
you
All I'm saying
even if you
is,
say
Let
a
me.
player needs to go to the G League for a minute, that don't mean you don't believe in the player. That
Right?
just
That's
Drake
not
means
Powell didn't
negative.
you
need no
feel
G
he needs
League.
work
Drake
on his
Powell was ready
game
for
right
game
now.
one, bro.
But
nah.
not believing in the player is when I say, yo, I don't believe in this nigga. He fucking
Right,
sucks. And then if I
right,
say that, then you could tell me I didn't believe in him. But if I say he
right,
need to go to the G League or if he need to get put on the bench for a little while, that don't
right.
mean I don't believe in him.
Right, hold on,
Nah.
let me finish. Hold on, Notorious, hold on, let me
Okay, go
defend my
ahead.
name. And then again, the reason why I'm saying the G League and the shout out to Ice, man, that's my guy. Did whole podcast for Ice is because of Noah Clowney. Noah Clowney got offensive reps when he went to the G League. Danny Wolf got no offensive reps. Nolan Traore, they all get offensive reps. And I was saying Drake Powell need to be more aggressive, so he should go to the G League to get more offensive reps. I'm not saying the equivalent of me asking a player
That's
or
not saying
go
trade him.
right. That's not exactly. I'm not saying go to
Who
the G
said
League because
anything
he's
about
not
the
a good
G
Who said
League
player.
about
though?
trading? You just said you go to
Because
G
you
League.
said we don't
Disagree.
believe in him. If we didn't believe in him, we would say trade him.
I didn't
Well,
say
you guys
anything
had
about
Cam Thomas
I didn't say
overall,
anything
so
about the G
okay.
League.
Bro, what are you? Bro, hold on. Don't move the goalposts. Let me finish my soliloquy. I'm laying in the plane. We could go to DJ or whatever, right? But what I'm saying is this. I'm saying that the component of the G League for the Long Island Nets to the Brooklyn Nets is an instrument that they use to give players offensive repetition, so that way they could be better on that side of the ball. And Drake Powell is not above that. He's shy to take shots, and to this day, Nolan Traore, Jaeger, all of the other rookies took more shots than him in the NBA. So I'm saying that to say he do prioritize defense, and if he went to the G League, they would just let him shoot the ball a little more, like they give him the green light. That's all I was saying.
I wasn't
He
talking
just scored over
about
Zion and
Drake
Derek Queen,
Powell.
bro.
I wasn't talking about Drake Powell or the G League, John. But you talk about the G League or Drake Powell or something like that.
No, I was just saying that they
I
want him to
wasn't,
go.
but
They
I
want him
had
to go
something
to
real
My
quick to
point
say.
was I'm pro G League. Listen, I think if you nobody's above going to the G League. My thing is we need to prioritize development, whether that be in the G League or whether that be if the rookies are with the big boy team. We don't stop giving them assignments. We don't stop trying them in positions just because they're struggling. That is not how you develop. Pressure bust pipes, bro. Whether it be in the big league or whether it be in the G League. The prioritization this year is development. So just because you're not seeing what you want to see right then and there on the TV, don't mean we should shy away from that.
Facts, man.
Hold on. Let's go to DJ.
No,
Yo,
I was-
DJ, you there?
Yo, Breezy. Yo, what's the word, man? What's up, y'all? Breezy, Jay, Joey, what's up? Everybody here? What's going on, y'all? Yo,
Chilling, man. It's the best
nah,
man
nah,
thing.
nah. Yo, real quick on the game tonight. Listen, Drake Powell was no factor. A Gore was getting cooked defensively. Boy handling still sucks, still terrible. Badass turnovers. Defense was great in the first half. Second half was bolstering around, being typical net shit. Um, what else, man? Nolan Traore was all right. Davon Shaw was all right. MPJ MPJ cannot play defense whatsoever, but nonetheless, he can make it. All the bucket shot making he makes on the team definitely helps us out in the future. My man Cam Thomas was ass tonight. Um, Everybody was ass tonight outside of maybe Porter on offense. Clowney actually had a better offensive game. We had a lot of stupid turnovers that got them back into the game. What else, man? And nah, man, yo, I just feel like everybody, tonight was all right. They was all right. They could have played way better. Should have never let it be a game, but it it is what it is, man. We are the 11 and 12, no, 12 and 27 Brooklyn Nets for a reason, man. So hopefully they can learn how to stop losing these games and close these games out in the future. Stuff like that too, man. Yeah, but hearing y'all conversation about what I'm saying about like Porter and the rookies and all that, right? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Pass the mic. Yeah, pass the mic, y'all.
Yo,
He said, yeah, he said, hold on. All I was
Yeah.
finna say
Pass the mic,
was,
y'all.
yeah, all right, all right.
okay.
Yo, but again, man, listen. But I feel like Danny Wolf. I don't wanna go through the whole part and not mention Danny Wolf. Shout out to Saint in the chat. Um, Danny Wolf played good, bro. But I don't think that. Yeah, to your point, you got to play him the right way. You can't put him at the 3. You got to put him at the 4. You put him at the 5, but they were on sharp. I can't not excuse me go through the part without mentioning his 13 rebounds, bro. He had 7 defensive rebounds. He had 6 offensive rebounds. I think Danny Wolf is just naturally has to wait behind Dayron Sharp. As good as David Danny Wolf is, bro. Dayron Sharp, him and them two fighting for minutes. And Dayron Sharp has showed like I'm not letting Danny Wolf take my minutes. I
I
know we're
think
not supposed to, how you say, pit them towards one another, but that's just what it is, bro.
I
It
think a
shouldn't
lot
be.
of
It
teams
shouldn't be
think
like that,
Dayron
though.
is a starter in
They
this
can play
league.
together. Because Danny Wolf can play the 4. So I don't think they're fighting for minutes because they be on the court together at the same time.
The only
Danny
problem
Wolf is
is
always on the court with another big. He don't play without. He either on the court with Claxton, on the court with. Sometimes we have 3, 4 people over 6'8" on the
Going
floor.
back to y'all.
So it's Danny Wolf. I don't think he's fighting with for Sharp or fighting with Sharp for minutes. I don't see that.
as long as Wolf is offensively contributing, I can handle him being a forward
They
right
want him
now.
to
But
be a point center so bad.
eventually you want him to be a point center, though, is what I'm getting at. Like right now, he could play ball because it's supposed to be a team thing first, since he's a rookie. But eventually, you want him to be running point because that's where his strengths lie. And I think if they do move Clax at the deadline, you could start Dayron temporarily, let Wolf be a natural backup, and then there's no problem. There's no fake competition whatsoever. They both would have more essential roles if they move Clax, though. That's the only thing. So with Clax right now, they have to share the court together, though,
But
which I don't think highlights Wolf's skill set,
But
though.
y'all
Danny
inventing
Wolf is a
positions
natural forward though.
Wait, what, Jay?
no, but I'm saying y'all inventing positions that don't really exist, and
Uh,
they playing positionless basketball anyway. So if he's on the floor listed as a point guard, but he's doing the jobs of the so-called point center, what you saying? Why does it even matter what you want to call him?
is Sangoon a point center, Jay?
And and
no
you
such
wouldn't
thing
play
as a
him at
point center.
center.
Like when you
It's
look at
You wouldn't.
when they put the positions on the beginning of the game, it don't say PC. It
but
say
it's
C.
positionless
It say
basketball though, so
PG.
that's the
It's no
title.
such thing as a point center. Y'all making that shit up.
No, Sangoon's a point
I
center.
never
Sabo's a
said
point
point
center.
center.
Breezy said Claxton's a point center, which he really isn't.
No,
So
I feel
it's
y'all,
a
but y'all
title.
making that shit up.
No,
Like
I'm
that's
not
not a
making.
real position.
Okay, that's your interpretation. We can
So
agree, disagree.
Danny
All right, so at the
Wolf,
beginning
Danny
of the game,
Wolf
when they
is
put who's
better where
playing up
he's
there,
at though.
do they put point center up there?
So are we supposed to believe Danny Wolf will be better at the 5 than he is at the 4?
I don't see Danny Wolf as a
I feel
four
like he
man.
could play both positions. Like
He's not
he can play
agile
both.
to be a
But
four.
he won't play 5 better than Dayron or Clax. Because Dayron is stronger. That's where you see Dayron get all the rebounds, the offensive rebounds, stuff like that. He can play from the perimeter. So why does he have to be the 5? You don't want your 5 playing from the perimeter unless he's Joker.
You don't want Wolf's defensive weaknesses to get exposed, Priest. The problem is when they have him go up
If you
against
making up
agile
stuff, he can't be a
forwards.
point forward too. He can be a
No,
point
stop.
forward
Come
instead
on.
of a point center.
It's a point center, man. He's better going up against
So he
big
So
can't
his
be
men
a point
against
defensive
forward.
agile forwards.
weaknesses
Did you see what the Warriors did
won't
against him?
be
No, but I'm just asking you,
so
can
his
he be a
defensive
point forward?
weaknesses.
Did,
No.
did, did you see what the Warriors did against
Yeah,
Wolf with
I'm
Jimmy
not answering
Butler?
your question if you don't answer mine. Can he be a point forward?
There's no you can't be a point forward. You're a point
Why
center,
not?
okay?
Why
Because
you can't be a
he
point
can't
forward if you?
handle the position. Did you see what the Warriors did to Jimmy Butler? Said, "Yo, go at Wolf, go at Wolf." You know why? Because he's not playing his natural position. It makes him a defensive liability as a forward.
They're
Whereas a
not gonna go
center,
at him on
you can
if
cover
he the
that a bit
center.
more.
They still gonna go at him if he the center.
It would be against the
Did
bigs
he
going
It's
up
because
against
his
him.
lack of
did
defense.
you watch Danny Wolf at Michigan? They played him with a center. He am I tripping?
The point is Wolf has to be part of running the offense. That's how you could utilize Wolf's full potential. Make him a side character like a forward. It means he's not really a part of it, where he's only going to have like maybe 5 to 8 points, which isn't really good production, whereas he could have over 15 to 20 points like he did when he first got called up. Remember? Before knowing the other guys started playing with him, he was
But
actually
he
Hey,
had
dominating.
what he
can I say
had.
something about
He
Danny Wolf?
had
So that
14 points tonight playing a forward next to Sharp.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
make
a
this
long
I'm
term
gonna make
fit,
this
though,
take.
Priest.
I don't think you really going to see the full potential of Danny Wolf until the ball is in his hands. When he was in Michigan, the ball was in
Facts.
his hands. The offense was flowing through him. It's not going to
Right.
be like
But
that
he
in
was
Brooklyn,
playing the
bro.
4 in Michigan though,
Cook,
Joey.
Joey,
You said
Cook,
what?
man.
He was playing the 4 in Michigan. They played him with another big.
That's true, but he also was the main ball handler on that team.
Point
No, I'm
center.
not disputing what you're saying. I'm disputing what John is saying. He was
No,
playing
no,
with another big.
I'm not
Right, he could
arguing
be the
what
ball
John is saying.
handler,
What
and
I'm
it could
saying
still
is,
be another big on the floor with him.
I think
That's
you're
my
not going
point,
to see the full
Jay.
potential until Danny Wolf is, he's the focal point. He's the ball handler. Like that was his full
And that would
potential.
be better in the second unit. Now, I have moved on this because I said he should be starting. But when they got these guys that need the ball in the starting unit, he can do what everybody wants him to do on the second unit
But that means
with
he can't play with
Dayron.
Cam Thomas then because Cam Thomas needs the ball.
Right. Good point, Joey. Good point. That's got to be
And that's
So
why
addressed
I
he
too.
don't know
doesn't
where
look
we
good
play
in
him
that
then.
second unit with Cam Thomas.
So I don't know where we
I
play
don't
him
think
then.
Cam Thomas need the ball. He used to lead the league in grenades, so you could give him the ball at the last
He,
5 seconds. He's still
he
gonna do
looks
what he do.
he looks checked out right now, man. Like I feel bad for Cam in a way, but at the same time, bro, if you're gonna have that type of effort out there, just let's get the trade done with this point, man. Like the rookies want to play, want to get better. Cam just like I'm ready to bounce. Like you just see it in his body language. There's like a
Yo,
picture of
y'all
after we
body
won.
language experts be killing me.
There was a this my friend Jerry Side put up a picture of Cam after we won. He just goes to the back of the locker room, not even dapping up his teammates, nothing like that. He just like, I'm out, clocked in, clock out. Like you could just tell, man, like he don't want to be here. And I get it. I get it why he don't want to be
I
here.
feel like a lot of these players on this team still look up to Cam. I feel like they be doing the no celebration after buckets Cam shit. They get an and one, they just walk off with the ain't shit funny face. I feel like the players Clowney, Claxton, Dayron, all of them, they still is on on some Cam shit. But like Cam said in the thing, he has full faith in, like, he's doing the right thing. I got full faith in the coaching staff. Of course I want to be out there, but I'm not out there, so he's not happy with not being out there. But that don't mean he's not happy being on the team.
I think he's not happy with his position, bro. He knows he cooked
Exactly,
himself.
exactly, Joey. He wants to be the main guy, but in a positionless era right now, he can only be a 2. But that doesn't mean he can run things per se. So it's like he either has to figure out with his agent: do I want to get off this team right now? Do I just want to like get waived or something like that and go sign free agency? Like he has to figure these things out right now because the front office is ready to move forward without Cam Thomas right now. That's why we
I
drafted
think
5 guys.
I mean,
We don't know that. They're trying to see how all these players fit together. We had a large influx of talent this offseason. And they're still, and we're what? How many games in? Somebody help me. About 40 games in, give or
yeah,
take.
something like that. 40.
We're about at the halfway
And
point. I think today's the halfway point.
yeah, we're about at the halfway point, and they're still trying to figure this thing out. Especially with all the injuries we've had, people going to the G League, people coming up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So all this stuff takes time. Everything takes time when you got all these new players. We are
True.
almost a completely different team than we were last year.
That's a fact.
So I think when you're looking at Cam Thomas, I think as a professional who's been in this league a while, I think he understands that much, especially with him coming off injury and trying to fit back in. It's not a seamless thing.
I think Cam is a little bit frustrated, and this is just my take. I'm not saying I'm right, but I think he's frustrated because shit is not going the way he planned it to go.
Right.
He turned down that contract.
Nope.
And some of that, some of that is a little bit on him, and some of that is out of his control as far as the injury.
I think a lot of it is the injury.
Let's be clear on this. Cam Thomas wants to get paid. Can we all agree on that?
He does.
It's a pretty safe bet that he wants to get paid. He wants a decent contract. We know that because of how he turned down the contract in the offseason. And right now he bet on himself, and right now shit is not looking good for him.
If he had come to the NBA 5 years
again, that's why it's hard because he bet on himself, but the injury kind of sidetracked everything.
Agreed. That's why I said some of it was out of his control.
If you got a chance to go from $3 million to 14 million a year, bro, like you just added another O to the bank account, bro, and you was only paying 20-something games because of the same injury. I'm taking that.
Right. He should have.
Like, bro, you added another O to the bank account. What is you looking for 20, bro? Like, they don't pay niggas for the skill set. They pay niggas for what they do year by year. That's how they pay niggas in the NBA. That's how the CBA works. And just to let everybody up in here know a thing or two about the CBA, it's only till 2029. And then it's probably going to go back to some new shit where somebody could switch up and switch teams and do all the other shit that they was doing in the 2010s. It's only till 2029. That's when the CBA as currently constructed is up. And then they got to orchestrate a new deal. So the reality is, bro, like, yo, if you get a chance to add another O to the bank account, bro, I am taking that shit.
Yeah, but
the hell with
all this, I don't
think he expected to get injured. I think he expected to bet on himself. I think he expected to ball out and bring that back to the negotiating table. Like, listen, this is what I can do. But based off of him getting injured and that hindering his plan, it kind of set him back a little bit. You know what I mean?
Joey, everything
it set him back. It set him back for the money that he thought he was gonna get.
Exactly.
2 years, 28 million. 2 years, $28 million, bro, is still a lot of bread, bro, for a nigga that played 20-something games.
Everything that could have went wrong for Cam Thomas up to this point has gone wrong. And at the end of the day, let's just end this right now. Let him go somewhere where he can find his own happiness. I just want players that are committed and play with real aggression out there. Like, that's what I like about Powell, Yeager, and these other rookies. They are playing every day to earn and keep their roles. Cam is just like, I'll shoot up a shot. And it's crazy because he's shooting up shots that he would make in his sleep right now, and he's just missing. It's like, damn, bro, like, you're not even trying to put up shots anymore. You're just like, put up a shot to put up a shot now. And it's like, that's not making his value better. It's not making the team's cohesion better. it's just making him worse. It's like I don't want him to be
I
worse
feel the same
anymore.
way about your takes, John. You just be putting up
Oh yeah,
shots just
okay,
to
Jay.
put up
Okay, Jay.
shots.
I'm actually being real. I'm trying to
I
degrade the
thought you just be
kid.
putting up
Yeah,
shots to put up
yeah,
shots, man. They
yeah.
don't
Okay.
even
No,
you don't even
actually,
have the
my
same
shots don't miss.
enthusiasm you
My
used
shots
to
don't
when
miss,
you was
but
talking
it's
about
cool. It's
DFS,
cool.
man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cam Thomas Fraser.
I
Okay.
think when we talking about all these trades and all these trade rumors, the trade market sucks right now. Don't nobody want to get a Warriors anything for Kuminga. And if
Facts.
you think that somebody wants to give us something for Cam Thomas with him coming off the injury, that plays a big part in
You know
all
why
It
this
though,
does.
Griff?
It
trade talk,
does.
With
bro.
him coming off an injury
Here's the
and an
thing though.
expiring contract
You know why
Here's the
though?
thing though. Like the only way to really
and a no trade
come
clause.
off of Cam, the only way
So
to really
why?
come off
And
of
that
Cam
you made a
Thomas.
good point. Hold on, my bad. Real quickly. I ain't gonna take long at all. I promise. And because Jay made a great point. If a team wants him, why would they give us something for him when he comes off the books?
The
You got a
the
no trade
reality
You
clause
can
about
get
too.
him for free.
you do got a no trade clause, but the reality about Cam Thomas is the 14 deal made a whole lot of sense to me because it was 2 first round picks in that shit, and it was a pick swap, bro. Like they could end up being a first round and it was initially a second. So it would have had us with I think Moody, Malik Monk, and Kevin Herter. Two first from Golden State, and now Golden State reneging on the 2 first because they think they draft well, which we all know they don't.
It,
And then 2 second rounds, and another one that was going to be a first and swap. Cam Thomas was going to end up going to the Bulls in that deal. With I think no, he's going to end up going to the Kings in that deal,
it,
and I think whatchamacallit was going to follow him, and then Terrence Mann was going to end up going to Chicago with somebody else in that deal, and then the
it,
Warriors was going to end up getting MPJ or some
So
other
where is
shit, bro.
this
it,
Like
trade
the
coming
reality.
from? Where's this
you know,
trade coming from?
That was on Twitter. That was on Twitter, bro. That
it,
shit was
it
up
was a
for the
mock
last
From
three
trade,
who?
days.
Priest. It was a mock trade essentially. But you know what's so
It was the
cool?
last 3 days.
You know what's so foolish about the Warriors right now? So apparently they're not fully in on MPJ, but now they're saying like, "Oh, we'll trade Kuminga to the Kings for Malik Monk, but we want Keon Ellis for free." And it's like, bro, they are not taking Kuminga for nothing and giving you Keon Ellis and Malik Monk. Listen, the Warriors need the Nets to help facilitate that deal to take on Monk's contract. But if you guys want MPJ, like really want him, you got to pay up 1 or 2 of your picks. A
Right.
post-Curry pick has to be part of this package. We're not just taking a 26 or 28, which might not be that valuable. That's like
Exactly.
after. It's like right before Curry retires. I want
But
a.
what you're
This
not
is what I would do.
understanding, John,
I would
is
do a.
teams don't want to give up picks right now.
Yeah, but this.
That's
Teams
fine.
don't
Then we
want to
don't
give
do the
up picks
deal.
right
Yeah,
now.
but Priest, you know
My
why
thing
nobody
is,
wants.
bro,
Well,
listen. My
they
thing is,
gonna have
guys,
to.
hear me out, guys. My thing is,
Like what they
listen,
look what
we
they just
got
got for
enough
Trey
draft
Young.
capital. We got enough draft capital, bro.
Exactly.
If these teams ain't willing to play ball, we no deal because you're not gonna lowball us. I
You
don't
know why
care.
they're not doing it right now, Joey? Brian Windhorst just reported some breaking news this evening. Well, it's not really breaking news, but he said there are deals that could be done or could be talked about and agreed upon soon, but everything's now on hold because of the Giannis drama. Apparently, every team is now saving up their potential assets to see where Giannis could go before February 5th. If
But
that's what's
you want
holding
to
up
know what's so
this
crazy?
MPJ stuff, that's
Everybody
so
talk.
annoying.
Everybody real quick. Everybody talk about the Nets players and how they mid and they trash. But when I go on Twitter, I'm constantly seeing people like, "Oh, we need to get Zaire and Day Day. We need to get MPJ. We need to get Claxton. Oh, these two about to be Warriors, or these two about to be on our team real soon. And we just
Right.
gonna give the Nets bullshit. Y'all niggas is not gonna give us no second round picks or no fucking late first round picks or no 2032, 2033
Yo,
If
fucking
Sean
first
Marks
round
do that
picks
shit, he
for
need to
our
be
That's what I
players.
fired.
want to do.
We will not be
I
lowball.
mean, but we hold up. We talking about why we
Nah, I
not
know
being lowball.
everybody wants to do the
Yeah,
Sean
for
Marks
sure.
firing
Bro,
thing.
I see
Hold
some
on,
If
hold
he
on,
nasty
hold
makes
on,
shit.
that
time out,
I
time
see
trade,
out,
some nasty shit with
time out,
Zion Williams and Dayron going to the Knicks.
Oh no, it was one of them,
time
not
out. Wait,
both of
wait,
them.
wait,
It's
wait,
one
wait.
of them. One of
Hold
them.
on,
Wait,
whoa,
wait, wait,
whoa,
wait, wait,
what?
wait,
You
wait, wait,
said
wait,
you
wait. Time
said
out, time
what?
out, time out, time
On
out, time out,
Twitter.
time out, time out.
Yeah,
Time out. I
wait,
just
let
want
me
to
just
say
say
this
some.
real quick.
Madness.
I just
Let me,
I just want to say this real quick, bro. First off, what we gotta understand, bro, is that like a lot of the people that want some of these players, bro, they only seeing the highlights, bro. Like everybody that's in Nets land, that's in this circle and in the circles and net circles on Twitter, bro. We understand who these niggas are, bro. Like in terms of
Leaf,
their
that's not
strengths
it.
and their
They trying to
weaknesses.
improve their bench because they want to make long runs into the playoffs. They know
Okay,
these niggas ain't superstars, but they know they solid pieces to a bench to a championship contending team.
yeah, yeah, they do know that, but they know that those same players are gonna have to fit within the system. We got those same players on the bench over here. When the last time Zaire Williams played?
Yeah,
When the
but
You
it,
last time goddamn Tyrese Martin played?
know, we don't
I
care
ain't
about
seen them
Tyler
niggas on the
Strong.
court in
We
days.
don't
yeah,
any
but
day now.
it's different when you got a championship contending team
Bro,
and
he
your
played
bench is
last
short
game.
as
Tyrese
hell.
Martin played last game, bro.
Tyrese could go to
Zaire
Siberia,
played when?
man. Simon's merry way.
When the last time Zaire played?
Zaire might get traded. The Zaire to Knicks thing is so
Zaire
interesting.
hurt
You know what they want to give up, Breeze, for
or
Zaire right
sick
now?
or some
They want
shit.
to give up Yabusele, Pacom Diabate, I guess his name is,
Some
in two
trash.
seconds. The Zaire, and I'm like, nah, bro.
They want to
If
give
you,
us players nobody want and some second rounders. No, thank you.
I don't want
Disrespectful.
Yabusele's
Yeah,
That's what
contract.
the
That dude
that's
was
what the
signed with the
Lakers
minimum
the Lakers
exception.
trying to get Sharp and the Lakers
no.
trying to get Claxton and the Lakers trying to get these people with
This
and
the
giving
whole
up absolutely nothing.
The Lakers
So
should
I
call us
mean,
We
Yeah,
about.
but they
we
be
Wait. The
they
understand.
kill me
Lakers should
because they
call us.
be on Twitter talk about how our players is ass, but they low key be wanting them on their team.
Nah, the
We got
Lakers
the
got to
same,
pay a price, man, if they
bro.
want
I don't
Clax.
That's
like.
it, Joey.
Here's the thing, bro. The only thing that made sense was the 14 trade. Anything outside of that, we got to understand. We got the same GM that traded three future Hall of Famers in the middle of the season and ain't get and got what for him again?
Wait, why are we including the
but
One.
Bulls
I'm
in that
what I'm
I
trade?
don't want to
Why
bring
are
it
what
the
up.
I'm
Bulls in
saying
that deal? We
is
don't need the Bulls in
what I'm
that deal.
saying is though, if you're talking about a trade that ain't came from Shams or Windhorse or some shit like that, the shit don't even matter because that's why I asked Breeze did um MPJ look like he wanted to be traded. He said no. So
Yup.
if our players are happy here, why are we moving them when the people don't want to give up the right price to get them?
Well, you got to
Period.
see what
Exactly.
happens. We got to see what
the
happens when we get
tanker.
close to the deadline. I
The
think the
Only
GM
the
Knicks.
because
only
the
tanker.
GM. I'm gonna tell you why because the GM don't want them neither. Realistically, bro, they trying to figure out ways to get them niggas out so they could
If
go.
Sean Marks trade these players who are good players, especially like an MPJ for scraps, he should be fired.
Well,
Y'all
he
want
should
to
have been
talk about
fired years
firing
ago.
him?
He
Hey,
should have been
I don't
fired
know
No,
years
how
no,
true
no,
ago.
this
no,
is,
no,
but I read a
no, no,
report
no,
on
no.
Twitter.
No,
Yeah, yes, he
I
should
read a
have. They
report
traded.
on Twitter that Sean Marks is not trying to trade MPJ. The Nets are not trying to trade MPJ
Thank
until
you.
they see
Thank
how
you.
they fall in the draft
Well,
and figure that out
that's
first.
potentially unless the
till they
Warriors or a
see
team
how they
amp up their
fall in the
offers. It's
draft.
still fluid.
Okay,
It's
He,
still a
well,
fluid
okay,
that's good.
situation.
Well, that's good.
Those
That's
Suns
good,
said the
Joey.
Warriors
If
had
he
no
want to
I heard
interest in
that
see,
trading for
bullshit.
MPJ.
I heard that bullshit before.
Listen, at the end of the
he's
day,
basically saying that they're not going to trade. They're going to see where we at in the draft and to see if they can move up. Basically,
No, no. Basically,
so
what he's saying is they want to see who they get in the draft. If we get a number one pick, number two, and then they'll take it from there based off of what everybody else is offering. If they see MPJ as a piece to go along with the guy that we drafted, then yes. If they don't, and the guy and somebody's talking the right price, then they might move him. But I don't think they want to move him. But they will move him for the right price. And if they get
because
a,
I
if
believe
they
what Breezy said was right
Right. If you're
that
trying to give me
Jordy
two
wants
hundred
him on
dollars
the
for a
team.
$100 bill, I give it to
yeah,
you right now.
the only
But if you're
problem
trying
is
to
his
lowball me,
Facts,
hell no.
The only
facts,
problem is I think his value
facts.
goes down because he becomes an expiring next year, whereas now you have at least an extra few months of control if you're a playoff team. So I think the price would lower, and then you just have to keep MPJ next year because the price will lower if they don't trade him this deadline. He'll be worth $40
But
million.
but
Dollars. Like, why would I give up key assets for a guy who'll only be on my team for like 6 months? Like, I
right,
don't think
but
anybody
no,
would
but
want to go
it's
for
I
him
thought
next year.
teams love
but you know that
expiring contracts. That's what you
right,
said,
but
right?
no, but hold on. But to more again, the way he's helping the rookies play the way that he played. If you need a play, if you got Diego and all of these other rookies, they cold. I mean, again, we got so many rookies. Even though Diego was cold, Danny Wolf played well. And I'm saying all that to say the nucleus of all of that is MPJ. MPJ allows these rookies to shine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if he's gonna help them, like he's not in their way, he's not blocking their player development.
He's
He's actually helping
100%
them
You know
along.
blocking their
why?
The
way.
You
only
know
problem is he
Exactly.
That
takes
is
too many
crazy.
shots
He is
sometimes,
blocking
Breeze.
away. He took 17 shots tonight.
Yeah, he takes a lot of shots. That's the only
Come
but
problem.
he
on, man.
doesn't.
He's
But
a fucking black hole.
MPJ don't play
You're
on
not
the
lying.
ball, so he's not blocking their way. He's an
Well, I mean, Breeze,
off-ball
he takes a
player.
lot of shots
Every
sometimes,
players run
Breeze.
for him.
He the
They
number
don't
one
run plays
option.
for nobody else.
But
Everybody
when
else
you
got to
say
get it off the fucking,
It is
get
no
it out the
rookies.
mud.
So
Like
which one? Which one? Like again, we
Who else
got
gonna
rookies.
take those
Hold
shots,
on.
Pod, if he don't take them?
Like, but Pod, we got the
run
rookies,
plays for
Drake
other
Power and
people.
Jago. Hold on, we got the rookies, Drake Power and Jago running the backcourt. If they really run in the backcourt, they could be the number 1 and 2 option because they're gonna be the first ones with the basketball. That's the transition that we have
That's
to
not
wait
the.
to happen.
You don't
It's not
understand the
gonna
Nets
happen
got a
after 2
plays that
starts.
they run. As soon they walk the ball up, I'm gonna tell you, describe Nets basketball to you. They walk the ball up. They're last in pace. They are last in pace. They bring the ball up. They move it sideways. Once they cross the half court line, they move the ball sideways. And we know that because they are last in the NBA in pick and roll. They don't run pick
That's
and
a
roll.
problem. That's a
And,
problem.
okay,
That's why Cam Thomas
so
is not utilized the way he's supposed to because there's no PNR. And when you see him running
Nobody
PNR with
is
Dayron
utilized
Sharp
the way they're
tonight,
supposed to.
bro, the PNR with Dayron Sharp and Cam Thomas, I seen it tonight, bro. He running with Clax, Dayron. It don't matter, bro. Let him run a PNR with him and MPJ. I don't know why we last in the league with in PNR. That's crazy. It's not like we don't have the personnel to do it.
we
because we
don't
run
run
the
it.
offense through
I
one
do.
guy,
We
Breeze. That's
want
why.
our
Because
offense
we
is
running
called
the
Michael
offense
Porter
through
Jr.
MPJ.
Exactly. We don't
That's
run it
why.
through our
But
bigs.
yeah, he becoming redundant with that though, bro.
Exactly, Breeze, and that's why we need Clowney and these other rookies to have bigger performance in the second half. MPJ doesn't have to drop 20 points every night. I'd be fine with a solid 15 plus. Like divvy it up a little bit. Like spread the
Said
wealth.
15 plus. If you shallow with 15 plus, then don't expect 2 first-round picks
Bro,
for him neither,
Wait,
bro.
wait, wait,
Like
wait,
yo,
wait,
seriously.
y'all
wait,
don't
wait, Breeze.
realize
You're
we
the same
still
guy.
haven't won a game without
Nobody's giving
MPJ.
you
If
2
MPJ
first-round
don't
picks.
score, nobody scores.
Wait, Leaf. Did you
Yeah,
just say that the rookies in this year's
that's what
draft
I'm
have to
talking
be
about, Jay.
better than
The
Like,
MPJ?
games
yo,
where
you
Based
guys
off
be
your
MPJ
numbers?
ignoring
missed,
logic, bro.
the
They being
games
la
where
la land.
MPJ missed, the games where MPJ missed, we got boat race.
That
So
was my point. Who
everybody
gonna
had an
take
Facts.
opportunity to
because
take shots in those games, and they
and they didn't do it
Breeze, it was
exactly.
their first time
That's a
learning how to
fact.
play with each other outside of MPJ, like Pod and me have talked about. Of course, they were going to be bad off the jump because it's running a system around one guy. Of
They've
course,
been
he's going to
practicing
shell
for a
shocked a
half a
little bit.
year.
They,
Oh,
they've been
stop
They
it,
don't.
practicing
John.
for
Come
half
First
a
of
on.
all,
year,
first
bro.
of all, you don't
Let's
practice a
keep
lot
it
in
a
the
They've been
buck, yo.
NBA.
playing. They've been
MPJ
playing.
been barely
They've been
need.
playing
They've been
MPJ
together
been
playing
since
for
the
barely
a
summer
half
needed
a
it,
league,
year,
bro,
bro.
because they
man,
not ready.
They've been
and
playing
summer
together
league.
since the summer league. We can't use that excuse, bro.
You can't
They,
use that they
you need a
didn't play
problem.
been
now.
using.
They brought in, they drafted facilitators and connectors, facilitators and
That's what they
connectors,
drafted.
people
That's
that
That's
move the
exactly what
ball,
they
people
drafted.
that. That's what we drafted. They drafted culture guys. They drafted guys that some of them have potential, like Danny Wolf and Yegor. Some have potential, but their main thing, Yegor in his press conference after the draft, he want to be a playmaker. He want to make plays for other people.
That's
So
what it
you bring in
was.
people
That's
that he
exactly
can
what he
make
said.
plays for, which is Michael
That's
Porter
exactly what
Jr.
he said. That's exactly what he
You know
said.
what? I ain't gonna say
Exactly
nothing no
what he
more.
said.
Yo, when Michael Porter Jr. has that back injury, I'm gonna laugh at y'all. Y'all
No,
spend y'all
no.
money
Why
paying
would
No,
you
wait,
wish
Ian
that on
let's not
him?
ever
Y'all
hold
spend
against
y'all
her like
money
that.
on
Why
Come on,
would
come
you
on.
wish that
You
on
wishing a
him,
back
Jay?
injury
Never
on
ask for
him?
that, man.
That's
Come on, come
nasty
on.
work,
You
bro.
can't
Come
get
That's
on, come
two
on.
nasty.
first round
Come
picks
on.
Man,
for him.
I'ma laugh at y'all.
You can't get
Pod,
Yo,
two
Lee,
Pod
first
you
gonna
gotta
round
use
picks
that
chill
for
with
for
him.
that,
some
man. That's some
Hey,
PJ
hey,
stuff,
hey,
man.
hold up,
Okay.
hold up. While we on that subject, PT, bro. Like if none of these top 4 niggas in this draft ain't averaging 26 and 7 by their third year, I'ma laugh at everybody up here.
Yo, Leaf,
That's
Yep.
where I'm coming at.
Leaf, you deserve an award for the biggest crash out on podcast history, bro. You compare a potential franchise
You the
rookie
one
to a
crashing
guy
out.
at 27 years old with 3 back surgeries. Stop it, bro. Stop it. That's
Yo,
such illogical bullshit, bro. Stop.
That's not a
you
lot. That's
crashing out
not
right
because
now though.
it.
How you calling him a crash
Jay,
out?
you
Bro,
And
was
you
you
don't
crash
even.
call
out with
how
Drake
you
Powell
calling
tonight,
me
bro.
a
Stop
crash
it.
out,
Stop it, Jay.
Yo, you don't. I don't think you know
bro?
what
No,
crash
dude,
out means.
you give Cam Thomas all the grace in the world, but these rookies don't
Yes,
give you 20 points a night, bro. You'll crash
yes,
out on them.
please,
You
please.
and
Yo,
Leaf
I don't
guys,
know if
stop
you
it,
know what the
bro.
word
I don't
Stop
crashing
it,
even
out
bro.
know.
means,
Stop.
bro.
Stop, man.
I don't
Stop
even
it.
know
Bro,
Stop
how
it.
no,
I'm
and the
crashing
seriously.
look
out,
up the
bro. Like I
streams.
just
Seriously,
gave a
because you
bar.
crashing out right
Nah,
now.
nah,
So I
nah.
don't know if you know
Joe
what
was
crash
trying
Jag,
to
out
talk
Jag,
means.
hit
loud.
him
No, Joe was
Like
trying
that's
to
an
talk
item.
logic to you. You didn't want to listen, Joey. Now you want to listen to me, bro. Stop.
I just don't know if you know what crash out
I
means.
don't know how I'm crashing out,
Bro,
bro.
y'all
Like
not
I
muck up
Right,
say
the
this
that's what
shit
I'm
out
shoe
of
saying.
though.
bed.
I don't
I
think he
don't
know
know
the
how I'm
definition.
crashing out. So I gave a bar, bro. Like these, like it's a nigga that has 3 back surgeries that's putting up 26 and 8, bro. It's niggas in the league that ain't never had no injuries that can't do that.
That's a fact.
Yep.
That's
You
facts.
can't get 2 first-round picks for him. Stop it. He's a
Why
salary
not?
dump. He's on a badass team where nobody else deserves the
He's
shots.
going to be an
And
all-star this
they
year.
and so what?
That's a
He's gonna
fact.
come off the
All
bench.
stars
So
are
was
jail.
D'Lo.
And I'm
Y'all
gonna buy
Yo,
you.
fall
I'm
for
gonna
any
buy you.
sign.
I'm
nah,
gonna
D'Lo
buy you an
wasn't an
MPJ Brooklyn
all-star.
Nets All-Star jersey.
Yo,
Pod.
yo, hold on.
Pod,
And
pod
I
on
will
draft.
never
D'Lo
wear
wasn't
it.
no all-star, man.
Pod,
Yo, hold on,
D'Lo
y'all.
was
Give
an
me
all
your
star.
All-star,
side.
He was an
literally.
all star
All
here.
right, we
Literally
didn't get
was
to
an
get his shit
pod,
off.
all-star.
okay.
D'Lo was an all star here.
Y'all niggas talking like D'Lo ain't earned
Yeah,
that shit though.
he did earn it.
He most
But
But
definitely
would
when
you
did.
D'Lo
He
give
was an
did
all
because he
star, bro, we
carried us
made the
to the
Even though he
playoffs
was
playoffs.
a
too.
Okay, I don't
substitute,
He
know.
when he
carried us
earned
to
it,
the
he balled
team
out
playoffs.
that
around
year.
you?
Stop
We
it.
Would
made
you
the
build a
playoffs too
team
with D'Lo
around
Y'all
him?
too.
niggas
By the
love
way,
shitting on y'all own, bro. That's
Would
nasty
you
work.
build a
Nasty
team
work. I
around
wish
him?
they
Answer the
stop it,
question,
especially on the
Joey.
Big Fan Breezy page.
You gotta
Yo,
stop
listen.
over criticize some
Yo,
of our
hold on.
rookies. That's what we
Listen.
gotta do.
Again, we gotta acknowledge the stuff that they do good on this team, bro. Hold on. I want to go to Scott because we ain't hear much from him. I want him to help me recap what
What's good,
MPJ
Scott?
what MPJ
Scott
said
LaRock.
after the
What's
game.
good?
What,
Scott
Scott?
LaRock, that's tough. Hold on,
What's up,
y'all.
my brother?
How good does it feel to get a win and to do it collectively, and how that showed the growth of this group?
Yeah, this is how a losing team becomes a winning team. Learning how to win games like this, and we're growing and we're getting better. So it's great.
Thanks, Mike.
That
Thanks.
Ice Spice pussy
How good
got
does
that
it feel
nigga
to get
Yo,
a
talking
how
win
y'all
crazy.
how
and to
y'all
Look
do
at
it
feel
that
about
light
what he
skinned
collectively?
chef,
Ice
Pod.
Spice gave him a
Listen to
little
that
bit
light
of
skinned chef,
pussy.
Pod.
Scott, how you
Ice
feel about
Spice
what he
gave
said,
him a
Scott?
little bit of pussy
I
that
feel
Nigga said
good
morning.
Ice
about it
Spice,
Yo,
because
bro.
He was
yo,
talking
Breeze
shit
trying to get
about
his shit
Pod,
off. Let
D'Lo.
him
chill.
have
Ice
it.
Pod, I'm
Spice.
trying to
Yo,
hear the
yo,
light skin, the light
entertainment
skinned rich
purposes
guy,
only. Come
MPJ.
on, come
Hold
on.
on, Scott. Go
yeah,
ahead,
Yo,
Scott. How you feel about what MPJ said?
I felt he was right because what happened was the rookies were out there, 2 rookies were out there, and it helped. They learned something. It's like this is why everybody been saying let them play so they can learn. We
the
can see
rookies
what they
together, I think,
capable
took
of.
10 shots together. The both
Chill.
of
Let
them.
that light
Listen,
skinned
they
rich guy
not
cook.
they
Nah,
not
y'all niggas.
they neither one of them.
They not
All
aggressive.
our rookies, every single one of them, are not exactly great
Scott,
scorers.
this is like Albie Shore in
They never
86.
was.
I mean,
And they're
Albie
not,
Scott,
Shore
they
in
and
ain't
they're
shoot
not
86
push
was
shot
like
ups at the
Albie
three
blockers.
Shore in
now.
New
They're
York.
not shot
Hold on.
blockers.
Let me
Shit, I
let me
They
mean,
say
not
you
this.
shot
have to have players
blockers.
and
Hold on.
defensive guys to be around 2 great scorers.
Right.
Oh
They,
Hold on. Let me
boy.
say this.
Y'all
Hold
niggas
on. Let
is
me say this.
bugging.
MPJ
Hey
is the
man,
clear.
men
Y'all
lie,
gonna
women lie,
Hold
learn.
on.
numbers don't, Pod.
Listen.
Y'all gonna
Hold on. Jordy
learn,
Fernandez.
y'all.
Hold on,
Y'all
y'all.
gonna
Jordy
learn. This is
Fernandez. Hold on.
hilarious.
And
Hold
he's
on.
clapping Ice Spice cheeks and putting up almost 30
That's
points a
why he
game.
don't
Get
want to
that man a
leave.
crop.
That's
Oh
why the
man.
nigga don't want to
What are we
leave,
talking
yo.
about?
Hold on,
Oh
y'all.
my God.
Hold on,
Yo,
y'all.
why the
Hold
chat keep
on.
talking about MPJ lip? What's on his lip? I don't see nothing.
Wait, what? What?
Come on,
What are
man. Can
we
I talk
talking
basketball? That's why
about?
y'all niggas talking
You
Ice
don't
Spice
see it
and
in the
all this
chat.
shit,
In the
man.
chat, keep saying he got
MPJ
something on
got
his
the
lip.
All right,
herpes
bro. Hold up.
simplex.
Now I'm looking at it on the screen, bro. Hold up. What
Wait,
I
happened?
ain't see
is
it.
that real
Bro,
or
can
what
I,
you
Yeah, that's
think?
can I
real.
get off my basketball
Yo,
take
hold
before
up,
y'all get
Breeze.
on
You
your
gotta zoom into
paparazzi
this.
shit?
This nigga got the herpes simplex, and y'all, that's y'all hero.
Yo, you
oh
Herpes
stupid.
man.
The
Bro,
simplex
Nets
is y'all
gotta.
can I
hero.
get off?
All
Can I
star.
get
Chill
off
out,
my
nigga.
basketball take
That's your
without all
all
this
star. He
extra
gonna show up at
paparazzi
the
shit,
all
Chill,
star
man?
Pod.
break.
Let Breezy go,
Yo,
Pod. That
Breeze
ain't got
about to
nothing to
mute
do with
y'all, man.
MPJ being a cook.
He about to mute
Exactly,
y'all,
like
man.
y'all can get that paparazzi shit off, man. Not right now, man. Let me get my basketball shit
Nah,
off,
that's important. That's
bro.
important, Breezy.
This not
Can
TMZ,
Like,
you
bro.
handle
but
New
that's
York
not what I.
City?
But that's not what I want. I'm
Will
not
New
saying
York
it's
City
not
eat your
important,
Kansas
bro.
City
I'm not
ass up?
saying. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm saying that's not what I'm saying right now as far as basketball. I'm saying that MPJ is went from fourth option to first option, and he's showing leadership. Another
That's
reason why
right.
he should be on this
Right.
roster, bro.
Oh,
Cook.
Again, him being an extension for Jordy Fernandez is real, bro. They had a relationship since the Denver Denver Nugget days. And again, I think he is that vocal veteran that these rookies need. This
And you
shit
get
is
two
bigger
first round
than
picks for him,
this shit
Breezy.
is bigger. This shit is bigger than him being valued for a first round pick or this and that. This is showing them the way. You know what I'm saying? Like
A
this shit
true
is
leader.
like
Yeah, I gotta record
right.
that. Say that again. Hold on, let me get my phone. Let's say that again.
But
Michael Porter
MPJ.
Jr. is the way. Say it right now. Go ahead.
No,
where we
MPJ.
going, Breeze?
MPJ is showing these rookies how to win in clutch situations.
Thank
He's
you.
showing them a championship cloth a caliber play, showing them grit, showing them what it takes to get to the playoffs, what it takes to get to the next level, what it takes to go from a fourth option to a first option. These rookies, they're going to be toggled from first option to second option or third option. MPJ is the perfect player to tell these rookies, like, yo, through my experience, this is what you can learn, you know what I'm saying, as a player and as a teammate, because it's not just about being a great player, it's about being a great teammate. And I think that knowledge of him teaching how to be a great teammate can rub off on these rookies the right
That's
way. That's
breezy.
big.
That's true.
Cook.
I
That's
agree.
breezy.
Hey man, y'all.
I
Hey, you
agree.
just don't like MPJ Pod. Just say you don't like him,
I,
bro, and just
yeah.
keep it a
Y'all
buck.
immature. Y'all
He don't like
immature,
that
You
he
just
man.
can
don't like
average
the dude.
30
It's
I
on
want to
okay.
us.
have a championship
Oh,
team. I
It's
want to win
okay,
a
bro.
championship. Y'all niggas want to be relevant. It's a different thing. I want to win
Nah,
it all.
bro,
I
No,
he's a
want
play.
I want players.
I
I want
think
He's a
players
player
that can
you want on a
We
compete in
still.
championship
Hey,
turn.
don't
roster.
worry,
Let me
Pod. He not
return.
messing up the tank. We still
Let me.
bottom five, baby.
No, you messed up. The tank has
so.
Yo,
been
You,
We
messed
so
up.
you saying the rookies that we got are capable of helping us win a title?
I mean, Scott, have you seen Yegor
No, no,
Malkin,
no.
Tyler
Wait. I
Bertuzzi,
just asking the
Benzor,
question.
Montour?
I'm
Can
at.
I mean,
I?
I know
Can
you
Are
I?
know the
these
full
five
some of the
rookies
rookies
that
up
we
in
got?
here, like we
Are
chill?
these five rookies capable of being on a championship team?
Scott, why
I'm
don't you
asking
like
a
our
simple
rookies?
question.
Scott,
we
why don't
don't
you like
know
our
that
rookies?
yet.
I'm
That's
We
asking a
don't know
simple
that
hell
yet,
a
Scott.
no.
question.
negative take, man.
Yes, that's what you
We don't
drafted.
know
Hell
that yet,
no.
Scott.
Yes, yes. Hold on. Like
Pod
y'all,
said
y'all,
We
yes.
don't know that
y'all,
yet.
they're
It's not a yes or a
foundational
no answer.
pieces.
We don't know
When
that
they
yet.
got Rip, when
These guys are
Detroit got Rip
rookies.
Hamilton, when Detroit got Rip Hamilton, and
Right.
Detroit got Detroit got that other kid, right? They started with that platform, with that foundation of players that are going to be Detroit Pistons for 10 years. These every 3 years flipping the team is stupid. It doesn't win you championships. You need to
That's
have
why
a
we keeping MPJ.
foundational.
We not flipping him.
You
That's a
That's
he's
why
fact.
we're
gonna be
not.
here. He's
That's
only
a
gonna be
fact.
here 3 years.
That's a
That's at the
fact.
most.
Oh,
At the most,
okay.
he's only gonna be here 3 years. We've done this over and
Who's
over
gonna
What
get
again.
what
paid,
makes
Paul
man?
you? But
Williams and
what
Jamal
makes you
I'm
say
being
Johnson,
that
real,
though?
Brooklyn
man. Like,
backcourt.
Pod
okay,
always
We can't
projecting,
predict
man.
that.
let's
We
be
can't
You
real.
take
can't
that
be. If
prediction
I'm
as
giving you
true.
real life examples,
This is the
how you
projection king.
slander me like that?
Nah, no,
I'm
bro.
giving you.
Nobody's
No.
slandering
We've
you,
been here
bro.
12
Hold
years
on,
in
but you
Brooklyn.
can't. If bro, if this is a real example too, that Jordan
I
Fernandez
gotta
had a
agree.
relationship
I gotta
with
agree with
MPJ
Pod, bro.
before
How
he
many
got to the.
years MPJ got
Bro,
left, bro, at this level, bro?
bro,
That's
Lee,
what I'm
why
saying.
How
are
do
you
Y'all
we?
niggas
that's
is
How
that's
do
that's
we
that's
know
crazy.
y'all
that
sound
these?
nervous.
prospects, man? I
Y'all
don't get
sound
it.
like nervous Purvis right now. Y'all sound
You
nervous.
think you know more than the team that had him for 10 years. That they
I
know
didn't say that.
more. They know what's going on with his back. The same thing happened with Ben Simmons. When they sent us Ben Simmons,
Oh my
You're
they
God.
already
projecting.
knew
Ben Simmons?
his back was
They
fucked.
didn't want
That
to
ain't
pay
true.
him,
Out
man.
of here.
They
Ben Simmons?
already
That was
knew
a
They
his
money
paid him
thing,
back
bro.
was
already.
destroyed.
No, they paid
They
him
sent it
already.
to him,
They paid him
and
Yeah,
already.
we
but they
got
was
him.
trying to get up
And
off
how
his
old was
contract.
he?
These are
And how old
projections.
was
Yeah,
he?
and they yeah, and they
He's
gave it to him
2 years
Stupid
older than.
asses, bro. Like that's what
They want
happened.
they wanted a cheaper option than Cam Johnson. It
Is
had
he
nothing to do
is
with
he
his
two
back.
years is he 2 years older than Ben Simmons? I mean, is Ben Simmons 2 years older than Michael Porter
Ben
Jr.? three
Simmons
years,
just
I
turned
think.
30, and he out the
Right.
league.
Michael
He's a
Porter Jr. is
fisherman.
seven is 27. He's 3 years behind Ben. That back is a ticking time bomb.
You're
We lived
projecting
with that.
again.
We lived with that.
This nigga's crazy.
We lived with that.
Objection, you're
So when you
projecting.
You're
make the investment,
projecting.
yo,
Objection, you're
watch
projecting.
what y'all let me finish.
The
How am I
world is
projecting?
ending.
Projecting is
Hey, Pi,
I'm an
you gonna fearmonger us
alcoholic,
to
but
death, bro.
I'm gonna tell my wife she drink too much. That's not.
Y'all niggas been saying that about
Oh
MPJ for
my
the
God.
longest since he been in Denver. Since he came here, he was supposed to come
I
here
don't know
and
what they
Right.
said about him in Denver.
niggas was talking
I
about
know
his
what I
back.
know the Nets.
Niggas
I
been
know the
talking about his
Brooklyn
back
Nets.
forever.
The
And you know
Brooklyn
what?
Nets because
Niggas
he
been
had
talking
three
about
back
his back forever.
surgeries.
And like
He was
Leaf
supposed to
said,
be number one
he's been
overall.
putting up numbers that niggas with good backs ain't been doing.
Oh
So
Jesus.
I don't want
So
to
you're gonna
hear it.
build
I
your
don't want to hear
That's a
about the
your
fact.
team
projection.
Good
around him.
backs is
All,
You're gonna build a
crazy.
team around him. I'm not. Raise your
all I
hand.
can go off
Yes.
of Pie.
All
Can
I'm
I
I
can
don't
I
want to
saying.
say
go.
this
I
real
don't want to
quick?
do the
Can I say this
projection
real
thing.
quick?
All I can
Go
go
ahead.
off
Go
You're
of
gonna
ahead.
build this team around him. Say,
Can I
ah,
say
fuck
this
it, we
real
putting
Nobody
quick?
y'all
said
Can
they
I
names
want
say
to
on.
this real
build the
quick?
team around
Nobody
MPJ.
said to
We
build the
saying he
team
could be
around
a
him.
What the fuck are you
piece.
doing? What are they doing?
Can I
They're
say this
giving him
real
20
quick?
shots a
Can I say
game.
this real quick without the screaming back and forth? When we talking about the injuries, Michael Porter Jr. was injured what 4 years ago. Since then,
No,
he's
10 years
played.
ago.
Let
Hold
him
on,
cook.
can I finish? Can I finish?
Go
He was
ahead.
injured 4 years ago. He had I'm talking about with the back. The
He was
past
injured in
after
college.
Let him
that,
cook.
I'm talking about when he missed time in the NBA. He played 81 games, 77 games. The year before that,
Cook.
he had like a ankle or some shit, and he missed like 18 games. But he's played damn near every
He
game
had an
the
arm injury
past.
last year.
But he played with that arm injury and tried
In
to
the
win a
playoffs.
championship.
Yes. What y'all niggas talking
So
about?
Uh, Did I say he
So
was
when
a?
we
Did
just
I
talking
say?
about the
Did
Look
I?
at
back,
his
we
Did
being
I
joint
say?
through his
facetious.
Did I say?
career.
We
Look
Hold
at
have
on.
that.
not
Did I
heard.
say he
We
was
have
an
not
injury prone?
heard. Hold
I
on,
didn't
hold
say
on.
he
Let me
was
finish.
injury
Let me
prone.
finish.
I said
Let me
his back
finish.
is a ticking time bomb. He's
Okay,
getting
it's
But
it,
older.
you
we
might be
have
This
right.
not.
nigga
I
hangs
don't. It
around
doesn't.
20. There's a reason why no
Comparing
team
him
will
to
give
Ben
you two
Simmons is
first round picks
absolutely
for him.
ridiculous
We
because this man.
pot. Go ahead.
There's
Go
a
ahead.
reason why they won't
Hold
give
on. Let
two
him
I'm
round
just
finish.
picks
trying.
for him.
Go
Go
I'm
ahead.
ahead,
just trying to
Breeze.
finish my soliloquy, and y'all go
Go
back to yelling
ahead.
at each
Go ahead.
other.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
When the dude, if we have heard about his back, he had to get a physical before he got traded here. If his back was an issue, that trade would not have went through. When you
Like
Well,
Ben
talking,
Simmons
if he
trade?
Yes,
had
it
an
would.
issue with
The
well,
his
Ben
back,
Simmons
Yes, it
trade?
would. Yeah,
well.
it
I
would.
can't say that
Hold on.
because
Yeah,
Ben
nah,
Simmons
Ben
got.
Yeah, it
Hold
Simmons
would.
on,
trade?
y'all. Let the man
Y'all
finish
don't
his
know
Yeah, it would.
take,
nothing.
But
We
go
man.
we
ahead.
tried to
Y'all don't learn from
predict
y'all
you
Mic,
mistakes.
y'all.
Y'all
One mic,
that's
y'all.
it.
never
Y'all do the
mind, y'all
same
got it.
mistake over and
Let
over
No,
They
and
no.
let
Go
you
over
ahead.
work
Go
again.
it.
ahead. Go
I ain't
ahead,
trying.
Hold
man.
on, chill out.
Breeze,
Go
Chill
tell
out,
him
ahead. Go
y'all.
why it's
ahead.
Hold on, y'all.
idiotic to compare him to Ben Simmons. Why
He
it's
Right, hold on,
obviously
hold
He
on.
didn't
One
citing
have
mic,
the
one
same
mic,
riots
back
y'all.
with your
surgery.
takes tonight.
Right,
He
one
didn't have
mic,
the
yeah,
same
one
back
mic, one
surgery.
mic. Let me run a point real quick, bro. Hold on. Again,
He
I just
didn't
want to get to
fall
the
apart
facts. Now, Breezy,
at
hold on. Let me get to the facts. Hold on. Let me get to the facts. This is MPJ games played from this rookie year till now. You can see he's more consistent health wise than he isn't. Now that's with the back.
facts.
Now I'm. This is the facts. This is not my opinion.
This is not
Now,
projection.
right. Now that being said, you could see his shot selection was different from the years prior up until now, and there is more usage rate, and that's the significance of my conversation about having a second option. You can't put the he can't carry the nets, but we got he's I don't I trust what I see, and
Who
he's been consistent out there.
who wants him to carry the nets? This is the
And then
problem.
the
Some
whole
people had
thing,
this in
and the
their
whole
mind. He's
thing.
He
Hold
got
on,
carrying
the
us
John. Hold on,
somehow.
nets.
John. Let me say
Bro,
Like you
he
because
gotta.
I
played
didn't get
over
to
half the
finish
games every
the whole
season
thing. If
besides
we
one.
just
Y'all
And
don't
y'all niggas
understand.
talking shit?
Y'all don't understand. Y'all refuse to learn from y'all
if we
lessons.
project, right? If we're just projecting, then the Spurs should have never drafted Victor Wembanyama because no one his height has ever been able to survive because of injuries. They
He
should have
had a
never
back
took
injury.
him.
He had a
We
Wait,
back
should have
injury.
what?
we should have
No,
never drafted Karis LeVert if
Wait,
that's the
wait,
case.
wait, wait,
They
wait,
should
wait,
have
wait, wait,
you
wait.
did
All right,
Hold on,
now
not.
we're
You
just
did
time
being
out,
not
time
goofy.
out.
hear. You did
Now we're
not.
just being goofy up in here. Come on.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. Nah. Hold on, Lee. Can I please finish? If we're just projecting because of injuries, no player in NBA history with that Victor Wembanyama's height has been able to maintain long term because of injuries, whether it be foot injuries, whether it be lower body injuries, whatever the case may be. No player of that height has ever been able to maintain and have a long NBA career. So the
If you
Spurs
had
shouldn't
to
have took
trade
him.
Victor Wembanyama right now, would you get more than two first round picks for him?
Of
That's
course.
not my point.
If you
That's
tried to
not my
trade
point.
MPJ, if you tried to trade MPJ right
That's
now, would
not
you get
my
two first round
But
that's
picks?
Pod, but
really not
Pod,
my
but Pod.
point though.
Let's not
You
act
you
like
you
God
MPJ
dismissing
damn.
is
my
not the most.
point.
Hold
Then
on,
you're
hold on.
not
Let's
understanding
not
my
act like
point. You're not
MPJ
Y'all.
is
Hold
understanding my
not
on.
the
One mic,
point.
most
y'all.
sought
One mic.
after trade target right now. Let's not act like
So was
everybody
Cam
don't want him,
Johnson
right?
last year.
He's saying that they're young. That's why
So
he's
was Cam
comparing.
Johnson last
Okay,
year.
but he's
Not
still
MPJ and
27.
Cam
It's always
Johnson
gonna
ain't
be
the same
somebody
thing.
younger than the next man. Who cares?
Yeah, that's
What's your
true.
point?
Right.
Yup.
Yeah.
The
And we
point
I don't
What we're
think
MPJ
is
saying
ain't
the
is
old.
the
He
the
only
the
but hold on,
27.
hold
the
on. But
point
what we're
is
He
Ben
saying is we're
Simmons is
talking
27.
built
about
on
what we know.
19 and
And
20
what
year
we're
olds.
saying is based off of his history, based off of his career, he plays more than he does. That is a fact.
Yeah,
He
that's
So
true.
plays
what?
over half the games every season besides one since he's been in the fucking NBA.
he's been
So
more
what?
durable than
So
in
usual.
so
his in
so if
his
I went and
game in
snatched that
his
leg
game
brace
will
off,
age
so if
well.
I went
He's
and
a
snatched that
shooter.
leg
He's
brace,
not a
if I went and
physical
snatched
player
that
that
leg
plays in
brace
the
off,
paint and
can he
all that
finish the
stuff.
game?
His
Yeah, just
game
like
will age
That's why
well.
the Ben Simmons comparison is bullshit.
It's
Because
the
Ben
same
Simmons
surgery.
can't shoot. Ben
It's the same
Simmons, Ben
surgery.
Simmons
Ben Simmons
need
can never
Ben
We're
shoot.
talking
Simmons
about two
need his
different things. Are you talking
athleticism to
about his health?
thrive.
Are you
Okay,
talking about
MPJ
predicting
doesn't.
health,
You
or
know
are you
why?
talking
Because he
about?
Because
got
he's
that
a shooter.
motherfucking blicky.
Are
Yeah,
you
he can
talking about
shoot. He
shooting?
can shoot. He can shoot.
So we didn't
The
argue. That's
his
not
motherfucking
what we're
his skill
arguing
sickening,
about.
set
and he got that
will
blicky.
age
That's the
well in
difference.
the league because of the way he plays. His skill set will age well. He doesn't put his body in harm's way often. He's a
Facts.
He
perimeter
doesn't
player with a
fit
jump
the
shot.
timeline. You have your team is built on 19, 20, and 21-year olds. He doesn't, by the time that they're good,
Brooklyn is
he's
not
going to be
building.
he's going to be finished.
Is
He
Yeah,
he?
but
needs so Michael Porter
You
Jr.
mean
I,
You
NBA?
know what? Can I
Based
get a
off
chance?
of
You mean
what?
NBA
Can I get a
Based
championship?
off
chance?
of
I let
what?
everybody
You mean
talk.
NBA championship?
I let
One mic,
everybody
one mic.
talk. I didn't
Right,
say
right.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
NBA
didn't.
Hold on,
championship.
one mic,
No,
one
I'm
you
gonna
mic.
didn't.
add words to what I'm saying.
One mic.
I am saying by the time the Nets players, the foundation of their team, the identity of their team going forward, whether that's Yegor or Nolan or Drake or whatever combination, the foundation of their team is that. When you if what Michael Porter Jr. is doing right now, right? He's giving you entertaining basketball. He's making it possible for us to win when we're not even trying to win. But you cannot build on that for
So
the
why would you
for
trade him?
you cannot. I'm saying you cannot build on Michael Porter Jr.
Who's
because
building around Michael Porter
Ain't
Jr.?
he's
nobody building around him though. He's a piece. God.
Exactly.
you know
He's
what?
a piece.
Some
All
some
right.
some
He's
Nets
Exactly.
a
Thank
nation
you.
piece.
of this
So
man.
He's
he's
a
just
piece.
taking
Nobody
Nobody
gives
building
What
about
you
around
that.
talking
him.
shots.
He's
about?
a piece. He's
You
literally
know
just
what?
there to basically
You know
help
what?
out the
I,
rookie that comes in. When we
yo,
get a
all I
top four pick, the rookie that comes in, he basically did
that
it.
you're not getting a top four pick
Help
with him.
him
You
out.
got to make a
What do you mean?
decision. You have to make a decision as a commit
Pod,
as
we
a
bottom five
team.
team in the
That
league right now,
Bro, we
even with
bottom
this
five in the
league.
league, Pod. We
Jesus
seven the odds
Christ,
right
yo,
now, bro. We are
y'all
good.
never
Bottom
learn,
five,
yo.
we good.
Y'all
We are
never
good.
learn.
Bottom
We had
five,
this
baby.
Good.
exact same
Yo, we
arguments
good. Oh
last
my
year. We
God,
were
bro.
five last year.
Pod,
God
what's the
damn.
what do we do from here?
All right,
What
Do
do
tell
what
us,
we
you,
do
Pod.
you,
from here right
You
now?
fucking beat
you
a
do what
shitty
you
ass
do, Leaf.
Brooklyn
Hit the
Nets.
panic button.
You
It seemed
you
like
beat
you
a
had a
shitty
plan,
ass
bro. Like
Brooklyn
I want to
Nets.
hear it.
What plan, Leaf?
My plan is an old plan. You do everything to make sure you pick top five. You pick between you either coming home with DeBanza or Cam Boozer or fucking Caleb Wilson
Okay.
or one of those. That is your
So
focus
my
while
question is,
developing.
what's
Hold on,
wrong?
y'all
What's wrong
asked me
with
a
him?
question. Y'all asked me a question. What would have been my move? My move would have been developing the young, developing the young foundation of the team, making sure that they get minutes, making sure that they learn from their mistakes, and then drafting another stud. Hopefully, don't make the same mistake you made last year. Get a top five pick, walk away with at worst Mikael Brown or someone like that, and then you go forward. You go
But
Bro,
forward.
aren't the
You
rookies
what's wrong?
playing?
But
Four
what's
out
wrong
of the
with that
five
though?
rookies
But
are playing.
you know what? Do what
ain't
y'all
the
want.
rookies getting playing time?
They getting
Do
playing
what y'all
time.
want.
We
Only
definitely
They're
got
one
not.
is
playing
not,
time,
and
They
that's
bro.
Ben.
they.
Did
I
they
think
not?
I think Diego got 5 shots tonight.
yeah,
What?
but
Seven
the
got
shots
seven.
is
That
it's
don't
on
count.
them.
What are you
That's
Seven
talking
not.
Well,
about?
okay,
That
shots.
Pod.
don't
You
count.
know
The
what?
offense is built for him.
It's like you want to go
They
tit for
built
tat. What
an
did Diego?
MPJ
What did Diego do
offense.
last
Pod,
game?
they ran play.
No, no,
They
no, no,
ran
no.
play for them.
What did Diego do
I'm.
last
I,
Run plays
game?
for
Since
them.
you want to talk
they
about
did
this
run a
If you
game,
run
play.
play,
They did.
if you run plays for Jaeger, you run pick and rolls,
They did. They
right?
run a
They
high
don't
pick and
run
roll.
pick and rolls.
He's
They
not.
don't
He's
run
not.
pick and rolls.
He's not
They
beating
move.
nobody. Yago not beating nobody in the NBA.
He's
exactly.
beating
Scott,
people
Scott,
just
chill,
as
Scott.
much.
Now, right
Nobody in the
now,
NBA.
maybe, but he
I,
could have
I bet
mentioned.
you.
He could have
I
mentioned.
bet you
Hold
he
on, Scott.
can't beat
He was.
nobody in the
Hold on, Scott.
God,
NBA.
why are you so
Hold
down
on,
on
Not
Scott.
rookies,
running
He
bro?
pick and
Like
was.
roll.
No,
every
I'm not
He
being
was
they
mad at
do
cooking.
rookies.
nothing, bro. Bro,
I'm
stop.
pointing out
Hold on, Scott.
he
Hold on,
can't
Scott.
take
Hold on, y'all.
nobody off the
MPJ,
dribble.
like,
No, I don't
bro,
think
the
he's shitting on
prospects
him.
in
He's
the
One
just
mic,
being
John.
NBA have a
honest.
better longevity than MPJ right now, bro. Stop comparing the Boston
He
Boozer,
can't.
Oh,
Boozer to MPJ's
No.
success, bro.
Why you
Stop.
being
John.
John?
One mic,
Why
one
you
mic,
being
yeah.
sensitive, bro? He's not going in on him. He's just being honest. honest. Right now, he
He
doesn't
can't beat
have the he
nobody.
doesn't have the aggressiveness and the athleticism and the
All I
confidence to really
know,
go by
And
Right
anybody.
now, yes,
That's
right
why it's
now,
all I
I
different.
know
agree with
is
him, but he's
he
acting like it's
was
never
he
going to
was
happen.
cooking. Hold on, John. Can I say this real quick? Hey, everybody in here wanted Jeremiah Fears. He gave Jeremiah Fears that work in the war.
Yes,
Yo,
he
So
and
I
did.
mean,
I
Yeah,
said
that's
that.
true.
it
I
is
said
what
that.
it
I said
is.
I wanted. I tweeted that. I said I wanted Jeremiah Fears, but last night Yegor
I
bust
still
his
want
ass.
Jeremiah
You
Fisher.
want to? You
I
know? You
still
want to know
want
why?
him.
But you want to know why? You want to know why that happened? That happened because they gave him. They gave him time. They gave him the ball. They let him play like how he wanted to play. MPJ was out. Was having a bad game, so they picked it up. The kids would pick it up if you like ran 25% of the offense around him. But the focus is on winning these meaningless games, so he overly resorts
No, because
to MPJ.
the Pelicans are doing exactly what you
It's
said that the Nets to do. Tank.
right,
That's why
right.
But
The
that's
Pel-
why
uh,
that's why
but
the
no, no,
he
no.
Pelicans
cooked.
But the
Pelicans are
Pelicans
just
don't
That's
have
bad.
no
why
business
he
doing
cooked.
that. The Pelicans,
The
hold on,
Pelicans
wait,
are
wait,
just
wait. The
bad.
Pelicans
They're
don't
not.
have
They
no
don't have
business
their
doing
pick.
that, bro. They got Atlanta has their pick.
They don't
They
have
don't
their
have no
pick.
business doing
Exactly.
what they're doing.
We just bust their
So,
ass. And you should, and
yeah,
that
like
should be
they,
the plan. That should be the game plan nightly. It's to build this foundation of a team that's gonna be our team for 10 years. Every fucking 3 years, we like a whore. Please, Giannis, come here. Please, Ja, come here. Y'all niggas is hoes with that shit.
Family
That
Who?
shit
I
is
don't
entertainment
want none of them
purposes,
niggas
bro.
here.
Come
that's
on,
it.
come on,
Who's
come on,
That's
come
Ja?
it.
on, come on, come
I
on.
Y'all
know,
Yo,
niggas
yo,
just
Who's
come
want
on, man.
who's
y'all niggas
Ja? Because I
hoes
don't
with
want
that
Ja
shit.
or Giannis
Yo,
here.
fuck, come on,
y'all
man.
want a new
You must be
nigga
talking
Y'all
every
about
niggas fucking
everybody
fucking
else
two
hoes
on
with
this
that
panel.
years.
shit.
Y'all want every 2 years. It's we're gonna trade for this nigga. We're gonna trade for that nigga. Oh, what Ja looking like? Would Ja fit underneath this salary
You
cap
know what,
five?
Pod?
No, you
Hey,
get it out the mud.
Pod,
You
why you,
fucking build it from the ground. You be
Pod,
patient.
Nigga said
You make sure you
Ja.
get it.
Yo, did he
Pod,
just
everything
call
that
us? Why I thought he just called us, bro? Like, yo,
Everything that you saying, bro, like is 100% true. But guess what? If the rookies that we draft, bro, ain't proven that they could hold their own in 3 years, guess what? The team is probably gonna flip. Why? Because
Yo,
we're the Nets, nigga. That's what we
no.
do.
Leaf, Leaf,
What
why do you have
You
that
have
premium
if you
mindset,
have your
man? It's
team
not
built on
building anything.
if your team is built on Leaf, if your team is built on five guys that you control their contract for almost 10 years, their first rookie scale contract is going to all fit underneath the cap. You could even add another expensive player by doing that. But you got to develop this. You have to stick to one direction. Going sideways,
the
just like our offense, going sideways doesn't help you. What helps you is
I listen.
finding that.
I agree with you.
You
I
look at
agree
how
with you.
this.
You gotta take the straight road. That's what we on. The
Yo, you got
problem
teams.
is
What's
the
the
problem is, let's focus on the problem. The problem is, it's not the base. The problem is the goddamn front office. These are the niggas that be running to the side of the road and be like, oh shit, look, Giannis. Oh yeah, you shit. Oh shit, look at this. These are the ones. These are the ones that you need to be pointing all of that nice energy that you have for the last 10 minutes at them
Why y'all
for.
niggas keep
Well,
talking about Giannis like Giannis coming here?
I don't care about Giannis.
The
Me
honest
To
stuff
either.
is
be
getting out
y'all
of
honest,
gotta
hand, man.
y'all
The
Say
honest
gotta
stuff is
anything
getting out of
about
yo,
hand.
Giannis, bro.
y'all cannot
Time
lie
out, time
and
out, time
say
out, time out, time
and
out.
say that
I'm
Nets
just
fandom
making
don't
an
want
example,
Giannis.
bro.
They
Anything
come
that
It's
off
you
a
our
see
lot
on
of
the
side
people
and
that
holiday,
say
want
bro,
Giannis,
listen,
bro.
listen.
It, it's about 70-30. 70.
It's a lot of people that want Giannis. But at the same time, I'm with you on the straight road. Take that straight road. You got your picks, this, that, and the third. But I will warn you. If them niggas are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and by the end of their 3-4 year rookie scale
leave.
contract
it's
on their
another
own,
setback.
guess
No,
what?
Let me
It's another
leave.
setback.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But if you have, let's say you trade MPJ, you get one 2026 pick, right? Let's say so now you have 7 kids. You can forget about Siraj. I told you that's a bust.
Oh my
One
god.
of them, one of them
It's a
will,
70.
one of them will
What with
will
the
will
preschool
arise to
team?
being a superstar. One of them will. You just need one for this for
My
this co- for
dog.
this. You just need one to turn in a Cade. You get a Cade. Now you're gonna other niggas is gonna look like how Duran looks
Niggas gonna
and
turn it
how
up fucking
Ivy looks.
team.
You need to get
You
your
be
Cade. Get your Cade and move forward. Nets.
There's way too
That's
many OnlyFans bitches in Brooklyn, bro, for any one of them niggas to turn in the cave, bro. This is why we go after vets, bro. You gonna learn the hard way, PC, bro. Like,
But
there's a
wait,
reason
believe,
Ain't
believe.
neither
why
one
we
of
go
them gonna
after
be
certain
K.
shit,
Believe,
bro.
believe,
I'm
believe. I have a
telling you,
question, Leaf. I have a question.
no.
You're the
It's
same.
that
Hey,
Wait. One
patience.
sec. One
this
sec.
is
One
Because
sec.
you
not
Leaf.
need it when you
Cash
need
App.
it,
Leaf.
This is
Marquis.
Leaf.
real rap, bro.
No, wait, Leaf. It's so ironic you say this because you're the one guy that told me if we had Zach Edey on this team right now, we're a 40-win team. Can we put some of that faith into one of the 5 guys we drafted and maybe, like Pod says, a potential franchise guy next year? Can we put some
I
of that
would
faith
I
in
would
that?
like to put faith
Bro,
in one of these
I
guys,
like
but
I like our
I
draft
would like to
picks.
put faith in it, bro. Here's the problem with that, bro. The thing is, I only said
Jordy don't believe. This is the
It's
problem.
about
Nah,
it's
no,
not
no,
Jordy.
no.
it's
Bro,
not
Jordy
I'll
would
about
be
definitely
on.
having
hold
I'll be
himself
faith.
on.
back
No,
with
no,
it.
Camp
John,
That's
John,
not what he
John, John. Wait,
believes,
wait,
Jordy
though.
might have a
Let
Hold
me
reason.
on,
answer
let him
this.
talk. Let him
One
talk.
mic,
Let him go.
one
Let
mic,
him
one mic.
respond. Let him
Hold
respond.
on, y'all. Hold on, one mic. Let's go to Jay. Jay, what you said, Jay?
I'm just saying it ain't really about faith. If he don't actually believe that, he could say it, but he ain't like he don't believe that. That's not what he see. He believe in Zach Edey. We know that. He likes Zach Edey. So he don't feel none of these niggas got the skill that Zach Edey got. But that don't make him a bad Nets fan just because he's looking at the game and he sees something different than what you see.
No,
Who said
Jay,
Nah,
that?
it's
where
not
is
even
Zach
that.
Edey at right
I
now?
don't.
What is
I
Zach
don't.
Edey doing?
eating
Memphis.
Jello cups.
He's good.
It's not even that, bro. Hold up, it's not even that. Let's not be disrespectful, bro. Like when Zach Edey got to that team, they filled out exactly what they had when they had Steven Adams. Number one in rebounding, number one in points
Okay,
in the paint, number one in
okay.
blocks. That's
Where's
what their
Zach Edey at
identity was.
now?
He filled the spot. He
He on the
injured.
injury list.
The
He on the
best, the
injury
best
list.
ability is availability. I don't want to hear it. Get him out of here.
I
Yeah,
agree with
hold
you,
on,
Nah,
bro.
hold
But
Zach
on,
I'm
Edey
talking
is
about what
nice,
he
hold on,
yo.
did.
yeah,
But hold up. But I'm talking about what he did, bro. Like not what he's doing, bro. I'm talking about what he did. That's all. That's the
Zach
whole
Edey
point. My
sucks.
point is
all right.
this. My
Zach
point
Edey
is
don't
listen.
suck,
Listen.
yo.
Nah, he definitely
Zach
don't.
Edey.
But my point is this, bro. If you throwing all your eggs in one basket to build a Bakken preschool out this mug, and then saying, all right, yo, we got 7 youngins. One of these niggas got to turn into Cade, bro. Yo, come on, bro. Yo, look how much dice we roll, bro. Yo, I'm
Hold on,
telling
But
hold
you,
on,
why?
yeah.
bro. You're
Hold
Why
on,
losing.
one of them got to
You're
turn into
losing
Cade
75%
though?
of the
hold,
battle.
Why?
hold
Why
That
on,
can't they?
yeah.
Why
Hold on,
can't they
hold on,
be the
yeah.
core? That's the
Yo,
thing. That's the
Hold on, yeah.
thing. Y'all niggas think
Hold,
if we don't hit on a superstar with these picks, then it's a bust. Why can't they be the core?
Joey, you
There's
need
other
a
all right, hold on,
avenues.
franchise.
hold on,
It's,
hold
Joey,
it's
on,
you
hold
other.
need
on.
a
I
It's
feel
other
like
franchise
Joey
guy,
can
avenues to
have
man.
get.
Or else
five
the
It's
tank
picks.
will
other
go
Can I
well.
avenues
talk
to
to
get a
Joey?
star,
Can I
bro.
explain it to Joey,
Joey,
please?
I
Let me
feel you,
explain
Joey,
it.
but
Hold
I
on,
want to
hold
Joey,
answer
on.
your
what does the
question.
core
Hold on,
consist
I
hold
want to
on.
of?
answer the question too.
What does
Let
the
me
Hold
core
answer
on, hold on,
Joey.
consist
Let
hold
me
of?
on,
answer
y'all.
Joey
One
question.
mic,
Hold
one
on.
mic. It's only one mic to answer the questions, though. Hold on, we're
My
gonna
thing
answer the
is
question.
right.
Hold on. Let me just try to run point real quick. We gonna answer those questions, then I'm gonna close out, and it'll just be a cliffhanger or whatever. Shout out to This Is JTV, Notorious, Big Priest, Everything Brooklyn Nets, John Leaf, DJ, Pop, Scott, with W Chat. And also, I want to say Nets fans is the best fans. But go ahead to the question. What was the question?
No,
And
I
then
was
we
just gonna say you don't always listen. Every guy you draft ain't gonna be a star. That don't mean you don't develop them. And
But
if
not
they
when you
don't,
got
and if
five
they don't,
picks.
and if they don't turn into a star, so what? What if they?
Let,
What if we lay a
Not when you
foundation
got
for
not
a
when you
core?
got
There's
seven rookies
other.
on
can
the
I?
court and
There's
you
other. Bro, can I land my plane? I'm gonna
man,
be done in like
and,
30
let
and
him
seconds. I
MJ,
finish.
promise
one of
you,
the
I'm gonna
Let him
be done.
finish.
I'm gonna promise you, I'm
Hurry
gonna
up.
be
It's
done.
only 4 minutes left, y'all.
Right, exactly. Let him
So
finish.
what I'm saying
Mm.
is, cool, you don't hit on a star, but if you got 3 to 5 guys that you can lay a foundation with, okay, cool. You don't get a star, but that's a foundation. You can get a star in other avenues. It's okay. You could
Oh,
trade for a star. You can get
oh,
a star in free agency. There's multiple ways to build a NBA team. It's not just the draft.
Facts,
can
facts.
I
Okay.
All
answer
right,
the
so
My,
you got.
question?
my answer is going to
Can
be
I?
real quick. Real quick. If you have five picks, you have the most likely to draft a star in the NBA. One of them should be a star. If you got five tries, nobody else had five tries. That's it.
All right, so
Nah.
that's your
Somebody else
answer.
had
So
five tries, and
go
it
ahead,
what if
wasn't.
you
Popcorn. You
flop
got
on
30
all
seconds.
five of them tries,
It
bro?
it
Hold on.
was
We're gonna go to
okay.
Pod. Hold on. We're gonna go to PT. Go ahead, PT. You got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Look, the reason why is because you you need to build the team. You can't build a team with the new CBA by adding free agents or adding players after we know they're good. You have to get them early And you have to have that foundation and create some kind of continuity. This is the way we play. This is our identity. It can't be a one man identity, and it can't be a one man that's only going to be here 3 years identity. Yeah, the sooner you develop your kids, you start to find their roles. If the reason why you go into next year and you try to grab your as good of a player as you can, because now you will have a crop of 5, 6 to 7 kids that you could develop and build a platform for whoever
Hold,
is the superstar
hold,
or
hold on,
whoever emerges as the
hold on,
superstar. Just
TT. I gotta close out. I'm gonna try to
Pass the
clip up the show.
ball.
Hold
uh,
on. I'm gonna try to clip up the show. Shout out to the members of the page: Maria Singing Moore, Jellio, Marcus, Ness, DNA, Beeman Boy, Netorius, Cooney Jean Philippe, GIHF _ Carter, Brooklyn LM, Mr. Seahorse, J Noel 24, Javon Ship, and Big homie Stay Solid. Shout out to you, bro. And again, man, I appreciate all of the new members and the all of the members and everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat. I'm gonna try to be back before Sunday's game, with more content. Nets fans is the best fans. And in closing, bro, I want to see them go forward with Drake Powell and Diego in the starting backcourt. Let them do what they do. There's gonna be ups and downs. Let them continue to do what they do. I got no problem with the starting lineup. I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's more to say, but we finna to clip up the show. Again, man, shout out to everybody on the page. I appreciate y'all, and shout out to everybody that sent the super chat too. You know what I mean? Shout out to Leaf, and you know what I mean. Everybody that been supporting the show with super chats, I appreciate that. I wanted to acknowledge that as well. So thank you. We're gonna be back with more content really soon. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.